It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy, and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in this time to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich. Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what?
Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
Come on, everybody, learn the moves. Step right up, do the good body groove.
Come on, everybody, take the chance. Get up and do the good body dance.
Boom, ba boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom, boom, boom.
Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, yeah. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom.
Meet the challenge in your own special way. Build your body every day. Yeah!
I love my motherfucking Crocs. Get up. Rock.
Work. He's got space heaters. That's not aggravating. Our jokes
above a whisper.
Look at Bobby Fred in chat. Bobby Fred said he's magically suspicious.
He really is.
I love meat sticks. Who's with me? Who loves them? Who loves a good meat stick? Chewing on it, sucking on it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I can put the wash on the line, feed the kids, get dressed, pass out the kisses, and get to work by 5 and 9. 'Cause I'm a woman, Anjali.
Give her Anjali, the 8-hour perfume for the 24-hour woman.
I can bring home the bacon, Anjali. Fry it up in a pan, Anjali. And never, never, never let you forget you're a man. 'Cause I'm a woman.
Anjali, the 8-hour perfume for your 24-hour woman.
You and your underoos. Spider-Man. Can you tell us who is who? The Flash. Is Superman on the left? No, right.
Underoos look out of sight.
Superman.
All of us were all good guys.
The Hulk. You can pick your favorite if you try. Yes, you can. Underwear is fun to wear. It's true when it's you and your underoos. Wow, now there's the Dukes from the Dukes of Hazzard. Bo, Luke, and General Lee. It's true are all on your underoos.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Loose cunt.
QJ-ness. I'm on TA.
Buster Cherry, happy birthday. Great to see you here.
Dixie Normus
But I will say the name, Craven Moorhead.
So, Vandercox, I see you.
Shout to Mike Hunt, happy birthday.
Drew Peacock.
Eating beaver.
Eileen Ulick, I see you.
Jack Mayhoffer, happy
Scoots, Drew Peebles.
Mike Hawkener, happy birthday.
Phil McCrevis, 20.
Oliver Closehoff.
Phil McCracken, happy. Dixie Rex, 20. And Hugh Janus tapping at my leaderboard.
Not Colonel Angus.
Sleepy Joe out. Yo, I didn't mean to say that.
Genitalia, happy 1000. You totally got me with that name.
So Fonda Cox, happy birthday to you.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
On BF Live. You know we vibing. Oh, in the midday. You know we vibing. We're the best chat family. And the greatest panel of friends. And all them positive vibes. Oh, it's BF Live.
It is Monday and it is BF Live. What are you doing? Welcome, everybody. You don't like Mondays? I do like Mondays. Matter of fact, because, well, because why? Jun, 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 jun. We're not going to shoot it down. We're going to stick around and hang out for the next 3 hours. How you doing? You don't like Mondays? Well, you guys know what we do around here. Welcome to BF Live The Vibe, and welcome to Monday. That's right. We don't do a case of the vibes around here on BF Live The Vibe, do we? Where's that case of, sounds like somebody's got a case of the vibe. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here it is. Look.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Not here. We don't allow the case of the Mondays, but it is Monday, folks. Wow. Let's get into it. It has been kind of a productive, I guess, news-wise weekend. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the whole Philly Karen situation. That story's evolving like every day. Somebody talks about, that's the one where the woman fought over the ball with the father and the son, and that story's evolving and has multiple layers. And some people that are probably proud that that story is out there is the Coldplay crowd. There's some new breaking news with the Coldplay crowd. You know, the couple that got caught on the down low at the Coldplay concert. We're going to get into that when we do the Vibe Other News or Not So Serious News. But welcome to Monday. We're going to do a chat family check-in. I've already given out some memberships. I'm ready to get the day going and the week going. You know, I really don't mind Mondays anymore, because it gives me 2 days to kind of prep this show, BF Live The Vibe, 3 hours of stuff. So when I got 2 days to prep, when I normally only have like the overnight between shows to prep, I got 2 days. So I got hoppers filled with stuff. I got the Vibe Other News, the Not So Serious News. I got my friends backstage, and I got 3 hours that I'm going to spend with you guys. Hell, we even might have to talk about how my Baltimore Ravens, they snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory after scoring 40 points last night and lost a game. How many NFL teams score 40 points and lose a game? You know, I used to live and die for all that stuff, but now I live and die for this shit, folks. Podcasting. Whether they win or lose has no effect on my life, but this has an effect on my life. I love you guys, and I love the chat family. I see friends old and new checking in right here on the BF Live The Vibe. We're going to catch up with you with the opening chat family check-in. That's what we do for any new friends over here. We jump into the chat, and you guys actually establish the vibe for this 3-hour show right here. So if you're welcome if you're new to the vibe. Like I said, we're going to get into that, and when we do the other news, the Not So Serious News, I'm going to show you, we're going to do a new story about an apartment that has a particular theme to it. it. It has a Titanic theme. Yes, the Titanic, like the ship that sunk. It has a Titanic. It's a lady that decorated her apartment in a Titanic theme. It feels like you're stepping in the Titanic movie. So I want to know what you think about that. And guys, if you would tolerate this and, you know, the whole beauty kind of crazy ratio. We'll get into that when we do the not so serious news. Now, do you guys have any children going back to school, or maybe nieces and nephews or grandkids, and they're coming home with all this crazy slang like the 6-7 and all this stuff? Well, we'll get into that a little bit when we give you some back to school pointers about the new slang that the kids might be coming home with for you. We're going to get into that. Of course, I'll have a sexy bikini report. I have all kind of stories in here. Like I said, when it's the weekend, I got the whole weekend to think of ideas and throw shit in a hopper. So let's do this and let's get into it. The chats are building up. We're going to make our way to the opening chat family check-in in just a few minutes. But let's get the week and the day started off right, folks. If you don't like Mondays, hopefully we'll help you like a Monday a little bit better now. I'm going to start bringing our bros back in. I'm going to start with the guy. He comes from the Great White North, and you know he's ready for another day of podcasting, so why don't we see what he's up to and see if he's done one already? Why, I look for his sound, and I bring in my friend from the Great White North. I bring in Bobby Nick. Come on, Bobby.
The butt cheeks, motherfuckers. The cow.
It's a deep butt cheeks Monday. Bobby Nick, how you doing?
Not too bad. Guess where I was this morning, or what
Oh,
show
boy.
I was on.
What did you do?
Oh yeah, Jake sent me a link this
Jake,
morning.
I know it had to be Jake. Fucking
Yeah.
Jake. Bobby Nick, my eternal Canadian forgiving friend. My Bobby he didn't forgive anybody. So how did that come together, Bobby Nick?
Well, I guess he sent Matt a link last night to send to me. Matt got it to me, but I was already sleeping and I never seen it. And then I was like, okay, maybe Jake's open to having me on his show. So I messaged Jake this morning. And I'm like, hey, buddy, how's it going? Next thing I know, boom, there's a link in my email.
Well, I want to say that I did see Jake up very late last night doing a show, like right before I went to bed.
Yeah.
I think I saw him doing a show. Well, let's see how his stepdad feels about this. And you saying, stepdad, what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Scott Fitzpatrick. It's Jake's dad. Jake, there you go. Come on.
It makes me so happy. I'm so happy to hear that, Bobby Nick.
So happy to hear that. Yes, we are.
Yeah, but
They're reunited. And it
but you
feels
know,
so-
you're just setting yourself up for the next disappointment when Jake goes off on Bobby Nick, right?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the way it is. That's just Jake. I don't know.
Yes, Bob you've been very good about accepting Jake's pattern. And I kind of laugh at it and just kind of keep it at arm's length, buddy. But you kind of like, you got to kind of roll in and out of that whole life and everything. Hey, Scott, you got a clean face over here? Is that what I'm witnessing right here, buddy?
I was going to see how long.
I got it right away. Buddy.
Whoa.
I've been doing shows for a minute now, and I'm not as distracted by other shit, and I'm really looking at my bro, and I'm like, I'm seeing some awful lot of face there that I don't, even with them shadows, Scott.
Yeah.
I'm seeing, you had a shadow beard going on there, but that was the shadow from the trees. Got the clean look, huh?
Yeah, I was trying to trim, just get back to the goatee, and I just fucked it up. So
we've all done that before, boy. Yeah, I've done the trimming. You went, oh fuck, I went hard on the paint on this side, and I didn't get enough of this side. It's all got to come off. Well, there you go, Scott. Well, it's not quite cold enough yet, so you might want that beard by the time the winter sets in, right? Keep a little wind off that face.
I gotta wear my coat here, man. I don't know where summer's went. The leaves have already fallen off the trees and everything.
Wow, 71 degrees where I'm coming to you from on the Mid-Atlantic on the East Coast of the United States. Yeah, for like I said, it's like late summer, definitely late summer. It is September. It's Monday. It's Monday, September 8th right here on The Vibe. I like to establish for everybody. Bobby Nick already checked that. He must have something going on or a little distraction got him. Well, I'm going to get distracted by the opening chat family check-in. I'm glad Scott's here. I'm glad Bobby Nick's here. We'll see if our friend Andrew the Giant gets a chance to join us, Scott. It's weird that he's not with us already.
Yeah, he missed our last no filter too.
He did? He missed Saturday?
Missed the whole day, man.
That's really weird. I mean, they've just really...
It was something to do with a storm or something. I don't know. Bobby Nick will have to tell you. I couldn't. But he just wasn't able to. He was able to do his baseball game, but we no filter.
That's another story. The bait and switch. They made it seem like they were going, yeah, sure, you can come here and you podcast, we'll work with you, do whatever you want. And then they get him there and it's like, nope, fuck it. So, all right.
I think
So-
it had something to do if it's storming and they wasn't able to put him in that office because they got to know where everybody is when it storms. So they have to have him in that room, and they can't podcast from the room.
They got an excuse, right? They need to. They just want to shove them in a corner so they don't have to go to separate areas to watch them all. Just put them in a pile and then everybody walk by and IF them or whatever, just to make sure they're live. We're not gonna get started with that. So you get my little ear up because I don't like how they treat people like that. But I digress because I'm here to have fun and positive vibes. We'll see if Andrew joins us later. Well, Scott, Bobby Nick's kind of checked out. You can see his avatar up, but I'm glad you're still on screen with me. We'll see if Andrew joins up. But now I'm going to go over to the chat. And you know what we do, buddy. Let's get the week started off, and let's get this show started off establishing the vibe, folks. What are you guys doing? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a bad weekend? Was it too long? Was it too short? Did your favorite football team win or lose last night and you're kind of recovering from it and get your Monday started? Well, we'll help you, folks. Throw the chats in there. Let me know what you're doing. And before I get started with that, let me say hello to my lurkers and workers, my people that are kind of either too shy or too busy to check in on the vibe. I hope you enjoy the show just the same and hit like, share, subscribe wherever you're at, folks. But throw them in the chat and we're going to get this show and the day started and the fun. After the not so serious news, we're going to do Rock You Like a Horoscope. We'll probably do some Perry talk. We might even go into Scott's hole. We're not going to get any of it started until I start the element right here, and you guys let me know what you're up to. Let's establish the vibe right now for Monday. BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 378. This is the opening chat family check-in. Throw them in, folks, and let's go.
Yourselves
is what we do here to establish the vibe. You talk amongst yourselves, you talk with me, and you guys establish the vibe for this 3 hours of positivity we're about to get into. I'm going to go to the top of the chats. I see all of our friends checking in. I even see some new names. So why don't we get to know some new friends today? But we're not going to know any of them until you post them up, folks. That it is officially post time. This is the vibe. Chat family check-in. For the Vibe Stream Show 378, it's Monday. Are we ready, folks? I'm going to whip that horse. And me and Scott, we're whipping the horse and starting off today and starting off a week of fun shows with Pecan being number one, saying, Goonie Goo Goo, Begonias, happy Monday. He throws out his own pecan emoji. He says, Unga Bunga, and what do you gonna know? So we're going to start the way we do. What do you gonna know? Pecan, let's go. It's Monday. And then my friend Pecan checks in, utilizing all of the membership emojis, indicating that he supports me with a monthly membership. It's the AI emoji. BF Chang, you know, you can see the whole list right there. That's how they come up for me. But if you want to see the actual little pictures, I have memberships here for $9.99 a month and as little as $4.99 a month. Thank you, my friend Pecan, for being a member. And then he throws in his $2 super chat, $2. Thank you, Pecan. I appreciate the consistency of your generosity where he says, oh shit, we're doing it and we're having it. Tikal and Falk, yeah. And we're doing it.
We're doing it.
Let's go Pecan, because I know the next one is going to be a family member being added, as it always is. Pecan adds another member, and I love who you added. He's a member defender. He keeps the members coming here on the vibe. Thank you, Pecan. And I will let you know that the one and only Hellraiser 69 caught that one. Hey, Hellraiser. How you doing, buddy? Because I already saw you checked in on the chat, and you already thanked our great chat family bro, Pecan. You're welcome, Hellraiser, says our friend Pecan. Here she comes. Space Nerd checks in. So we go for her video. And we greet her the way that we greet our friend Space Nerd. When I find her element. And where does it say? Star Trek, STAR. It's in a live folder. SDAR, where's star? No, hang on. Uh-oh, it's a Monday, folks. Here we go. There we go. Star Trek nerd. Boom. It is
Until
Monday,
now,
folks.
our mission has been that
Space
of
Nerd
space
steps
law
into the chat.
regulation, contact with Earth colonies, and investigation of alien life.
Hanging out with
But
us
now,
on the Playables Saturday night.
A new task.
We had Johnny Russo as our guest.
A probe out into where no man has gone before. Space.
Nerd checks in on the vibe on a Monday. After hanging with us on Replayables the other night. Hello, Space Nerd. Let's go Monday. Oh my God, Scott. You know what? I think she's going to be demanding some juicy man meat, Scott, because she probably put no fewer than 20 pieces of content for our juicy man meat segment. What other shows cater to the ladies here on BF Live The Vibe? We're going to do juicy man meat later by demand of the fact that Space Nerd threw 20 in my mailbox. Plus, I'm highly heterosexual, Scott, so I got plenty of them for Bricked Up. We're going to get sexy later. I got to keep up single-handedly with Space Nerd with the sexy segments right here. Thank you, Space Nerd. Homeless Hoovy checks in and says Pecan is the GOAT. Our Space Nerd says Hoya to Homeless Hoovy. Hey, everybody from Space Chief 75. Let's run this one, Scott. Let's do it the way we do. We don't play this every day of every week, so let's run it up here. I go to the bookmarks. I go to Terry Nee. Where is Terry Nee? Come on, bookmarks come through. Here we go. Terry Nee, Space Chief 75. Here we go. Let me pause it, and then I'll play it for you right. Let's acknowledge our artist friend. He says he's doing commissions more and more every time he checks in. So this is a great Terry Nee AI-produced jam to promote our brother, Space Chief 75. Let's go, folks. Oh, you say you don't know our artist and designer friend? You say, I see you guys talking about him. Well, no two pieces are alike right here, Terry Nee. I'm running the one off of Twitter right now. Terry Nee actually made a newer version. There's mine right there. Hit up our artist friend, Space Chief 75. You got a show? You want tattoo or poster art? Anniversary or birthday celebration? Hit him up on X, Space Chief 75. The day is just getting started here on Vibe, folks. Got some great stories we're going to talk about when we do news and comment. Hell yeah. We're going to continue seeing what's up with the chat family check-in. Heart so bold it mesmerizes. Hit up Space Chief 75 on Twitter and X. Slide up in his DMs, not in that creepy way, and let him know if you want something commissioned drawn from him. Thank you, Space Chief 75. Space Nerd acknowledges Space Chief 75, the hero of the skies. The nerds and the chiefs, they all talk to each other. Just a Guest checks in, and he is utilizing his membership armchair comic emojis. Thank you very much, Just a Guest. You're number one. Pecan, Amber checks in. Here we go. Amber, it's been a minute. Where you been? Where have you been? You've been tardy. Amber checks in on the vibe. Hoya to Just a Guess from our friend Space Nerd. Amber, hi from our friend Space Nerd. Now, I threw out 5. Were you one of the ones that caught the 5 that I threw out? Let's see who caught the 5. BF Live the Vibe. Gifted memberships. Just says, hey, nerd. Yay, says Space Nerd. Amber says, oh, damn. Thank you for the gifted. Hey, you lifted and gifted, Amber. Whatever it takes to get you back over here. I see Amber in all the chats enjoying the many shows. I'm glad that BF Live the Vibe is one of your stops along the way. Hoya Space Nerd from our friend Homeless Hoovy. Blummels, where have you been? What you been doing? Come on, my friends. You're welcome, man. I love hitting chat family with a gift. Blummels divorce lawyer checks in on a Monday. Amber said, oh, it skipped on me. Wait a minute. I hit the wrong button. I see. Well, I got more friends checking in. Let me find it. Here we go. I left off. Oh, no. So more gifting. Here we go. I'm going to have to get to that one. I'll have to get to our voting. Let me get back up. Excuse me. It jumped on me, folks. I clicked on the wrong thing. So let me get up. Wow, you guys are awesome. Where did I? Whoa. We got lots of chats today to get through. I'm going to have to pick up the speed a little bit because you guys are awesome. Let me see. Oh, here we go. There's the 5 I gifted. Let me see. We got the Space Nerd. And let's see. Widow Killer checks in and says, I think I can speak for both Andrew and myself when I say we are both very happy that AJ is back in the WWE. I did see that, her hanging off the ring and doing her little cute little act back in the WWE Widow Killer. We'll see if Andrew checks in. Space Nerd, hey lady, how's your day going? Says Amber. This is one of my favorite songs. There you go. Come on. Let's see. We got you. You're welcome for the gifted. Hoya Space Nerd. Thank you so much for the gift. I'm glad that I caught all you people. Let's go. I got you on a Monday. Let's go. I got Devil Versus checking in saying BF Live. What's up, Devil Versus? Stick around for the not-so-serious news. We're going to have fun with news and comment. Amber Alert, I'm doing okay. Somehow dodging life's obstacles. Not very well, but there you go. And sometimes that's all you can hope for, Space Nerd. You know, if you kind of dodge the bullshit. Like I say, some days you ride the horse, and some days the horse rides you. So if you're riding the horse, then that's a good day. Been run over yet, Space Nerd says? Blummel says, I won't be able to interact much because of my job, but I will always be listening. Well, thank you. Keep us in your ear hole, Blummers. I tell you all the time. I know we have lurkers and workers that are people that are just way too busy to actually get their thumbs and fingers busy kind of checking in, but thanks for letting us know. Keep us in your ear hole, and we'll know you're out there. Blummel's divorce lawyer. Hoya, a widow killer from Space Nerd. So Amber Alert says, Space Nerd, actually awake for a change. Today I'm shipping Orbit. Had to make doctor's call today. All right. Waiting for that coffee. Let's go. And the fact that she signed a full-time multi-year contract makes it even better. Oh, you like that? AJ Lee signed a multi-year deal. I didn't hear the terms of it. I watched some USA aerobics competitions last night. That's some of the videos I got. You're trying to set me up to watch a video. I don't know if I can pull it that fast. I'm drinking my lovely coffee. Space Nerd, I don't know if you're like me. Scott, I've been having to take my GERD medicine lately, buddy. That GERD's been getting me, buddy. Does that mess with you any?
No, I'm not sure what GERD is. Oh, regurgitation?
Well, no, it's just when your body makes too much stomach acid and you're just.
I've never really had a problem with that.
Oh, good. God bless for you. And then coffee will really irritate us. So I know some people deal with that. No, why is Lenny following me? I saw that comment come up in the opening chat family check-in when I was playing that reel about him being magically suspicious. Lenny he's magically suspicious. That's why I said that. Widow Killer says, I'm also man enough to admit I've been skipping around the house all weekend listening to AJ's entrance music. Damn, you are really hype about AJ being back in the WWE, bro. My goodness. Clipping and cripping and dipping checks in and says, let's go for positive vibes. I've spelled my own screen name wrong. Checks in and says, hey, chat and hey, Bobby. Well, welcome. I've spelled my own screen name wrong to the BF Live The Vibe family. Space Nerd says, go vote for that asshole Brian Clauter. How cool would it be for him to win this thing? Let's take our pause right now. For those of you who don't know the reference that she's talking about right now, we have our friend that he is known, but I think didn't Stutter and John name him that asshole Brian Clauter or whatever, right, Scott? You remember that?
Right. Yep, I remember it.
This asshole Brian Clauter just happens to be our friend, and he's involved in a contest, a multi-stage contest, and I needs to know somebody that's won $13,000, and that's what he's trying to do. He's currently first in his next showdown right here. You decide who wins the sinister $13,000 and meets Jamie Lee Curtis, Matthew Lillard, and Kane Hodder. So vote for our boy Brian right here. You'll see a Brian Clauter link running in the chat. You go, who's this Brian Clauter asshole guy? Like Space Nerd refers to him. Right there, you can click on the link and please vote for him because I need to know somebody that's got 13 grand so they can possibly share it with me. Let me see. Sal the Wop checks in laughing all the time. Hey, you wop bastard. Sal the Wop bastard checks in on the vibe. Space Nerd says, ISM. Don't make me do, no. I don't like Mondays. Tell me why. I don't like Hoya, actually. Oh, we didn't get a Hoya. So let's keep the day going. Let's get the energy up. Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Hoya, Sal the Wop from Space Nerd. There's my membership link running. FJM checks in the Cast 5 Kid and says, good get high afternoon to you all. I spelled my own screen name wrong. Shouts out our friend Sal. Fonda Cox. So Fonda Cox says, it's my birthday. Well, Fonda, I'm going to play your actual video of you singing happy birthday to yourself. So this is for Fonda and for anybody else celebrating a birthday this week. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
You heard of one of the Peloton names right there. So fond of Cox. And yes, Scott, at the last minute, I think I see a smile on your face because I saw their avatar. I didn't notice it when I first played it, but I noticed there's an avatar of a particular person that we know. So there you go. Hoya FJM from our friend Space Nerd. Awesome Cox. I didn't even show it to you, Space Nerd. How can you say that before I even pull my zipper down? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Okay, Space Nerd. We'll get on with it. Wait a minute.
Got a cock in here.
Hang on, Mandy Diff. Wait a minute. Calm down. Hang on. Wait a minute. Let's keep going with this. Get back to our chat. There's a Nightbot running the Shawnee Zone. Peeled potatoes for mashed potatoes, meatloaf, and homemade gravy, and green beans. That's what I'm doing. It sounds like he's doing KP, Scott. Mrs. FJM has Mr. FJM on KP duty, apparently. These motherfuckers in there. You go in there and peel potatoes, boy. I want a good home-cooked meal when I get home. Missing Action checks in. A new name for BF Live the Vibe. Hey, how you doing? Missing in action. You want to check in for positive vibes? Stick around for news and comment because I do fun stuff here. I do fun news, the not so serious news. Oh my God, FJM. I'll be right over about that food. One of my favorite meals. I usually have corn, but damn. FJM checks in and says, nerd. Fonda Fitzpatrick says, baby. Wait a minute.
Loser.
We got to cough something? Got something in your throat, Scott?
Loser.
Oh, you got something in your throat. You got loseritis, don't you? I'm sorry. Let me see. What's up, David? Bye, buddy. BF and chat family. Y'all have a fantastic show as always. Thank you, Blummers, for checking in. Hey, man. Keep us in your ear hole. You might laugh out loud every now and then if we accidentally make you laugh and all, but they might chuckle at something, and you might have to explain that to your coworkers. Chat family gets the love from Blummels. Enjoy your day, Blummels, says our friend Space Nerd. I'm Bybee, says Fonda Cox. Hoya says our friend Missing Action In. I read it right that time. There's Scott's link right there if you want to see what all his stuff's going on over his pages. FJM, green beans equal the best vegetable. I said best vegetable, Scott, instead of best vegetable. Oh, boy, here we go. Who are you calling old, says FJM. I don't know. There she is. Mandy Diff checks in on the vibe. Here we go.
Got a cock in here.
Oh, Mandy Diff. There's Midnight Matt. After Midnight Matt checks in. BF and the Midday Freaks. After Midnight Matt checks in. Smokes up. Smoke him if you got him, Bobby Nick. I'm leaving him on screen. He's only like avatar, so he must be, maybe he's catching a nap or something, or maybe this is those times that he walks. You know, you guys know, you always say he doesn't have, I think he does have legs. He might be using them right now. Captain Nick is acknowledged by Mandy Diff. Hoya Matt from Space Nerd. I'm going to start rifling through these. Space Chief 75 says Bobby Nick is in fact a Canadian hero. Matt gets acknowledged by Mandy Diff. We have Space Chief getting acknowledged by Mandy Diff. Hoya Mandy from Space Nerd. Hoya Space Nerd right back from our friend Matt. Amber says, Space Nerd just voted for that asshole Brian Clutter. If he wins, maybe he'll donate $300 to me to go to the eye doctor. Stupid special contacts. Holy shit. Yeah, I needs to know somebody that's got $13,000. It's not going to share it if he doesn't have it, so we got to get it in his hand first. Nick gets acknowledged by Missing Action In. Mandy Diff shouts out the nerd. Matt says hi to Mandy. Amber Alert gets acknowledged from Mandy Diff. Amber Alert, my rant, LOL. You can get glasses. Prop Master gets acknowledged by Matt, buddy. There's your boy Matt checking in.
Brother Matt. Hanging
out last night. Scott, you get acknowledged. We haven't ran this one yet, so let's run this for our Mandy Diff and all of our friends. PQRS.
Scott!
Oh, and one more time from Space Chief 75.
Scott!
I appreciate my glasses for that reason alone. I see better in them anyway. They are cute. Who is that guy on the bottom? What are we talking about? We talking about Bobby Nick? Who's the cop on the bottom? I don't know if we're talking about the opening chat family check-in still. If we're talking about Mark or not. Not sure where the context of that one came up. All right, I'm going to scan through here, and I'm going to look for any people we haven't acknowledged yet, like Trigger. Trigger Mine. Hey, Trigger. Hey, Boner. Will you invite Karmic on one day? I don't know, Trigger. You know, we don't really go in that whole lane, that whole kind of like crazy, everybody gets on and talks about each other lane. Ooh, somebody just came back in the studio. We'll talk about those people, how crazy they are, but I mean, I give no F's about any of that fucking drama, Scott. Like that fucking schoolyard. That one, this one's talking about that one. That one's talking about this one fucking drama. He's
a man in the valley of men.
Who's that?
Karmics. That's one.
Is that what he thinks? What do you know
of
about him, Scott? Because I only pass by on social media, but I know you love a good lowdown. They get your attention sometimes. What have you picked up on about Karmic?
I've seen him a little bit. I don't know if you know who Felicia is. She's
yeah, I do. It's the one with Pat and all that stuff. Yes,
right,
I'm familiar with her.
So they hooked up, and he wasn't able to come.
Oh God! I didn't know that was like the baseline backstory to that, Scott.
Yeah. And turned out he gave up the kratom, and so now he's able to shoot ropes.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's about the basics. That's the basics.
Wow, well, thank you for those bullet points, Scott. I guess I appreciate that information. But let me give you an example of what I was talking about, Scott, about all these shows that talk about who talk about who talk about. Look at this fucking nonsense right here. This, I'm gonna do my best to keep up with this, Scott. Okay, now watch this.
Yeah.
This is a Doom post. So thank you, Doom, for posting this on Twitter X. This, as far as I can tell, Scott, this is Kevin from MLC.
Right.
And he's watching. Who's he watching?
He's watching Blind Mike.
He's watching, not Blind Mike. What's that other guy that looks like Blind Mike? The fucking guy that's passing out all the time.
Oh no, Mersh.
So Kevin is watching Mersh. Mersh is watching a video that has of Kevin and 3 other people watching a video with 3 other people, Shuli, Zen, and Mike, and they are watching a video of Kevin and fucking Ray DeVito. Now you got this. Are you kidding me, Scott, about this shit? They're literally watching the show, talking about the show, that talked about the show, that talked about the show. And I'm talking about all 3 of them, or 4 or 5 of them, or whatever. This is what they're into. This is the craziness they're into. But I know many of you like it.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't keep up with the shit. Smooth like a baby. Mandy Div, shout out FJM. Trigger gets the acknowledgement. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Hoya. We're almost halfway through the opening chat, family check-in. I forgot to mention, I went to Martha's Vineyard and saw the Jaws exhibit on museum on Saturday. That's awesome, something to do with your summer. That's cool. Awesome, man. Thanks for letting us know what you're up to. Very cool, Widow Killer. Space Nerd agrees. Hey now, Don.
Hey now.
Hey now, Don, checking in for positive vibes. He's ready to go. There's the link to vote for Brian Clauder. Howdy, Space Nerd, from our friend Trigger. Don and Widow Killer gets acknowledged by Mandy Diff. Good afternoon, everybody, from that asshole Brian Clauder checking in. Don getting acknowledged by Space Nerd. Good morning, Mandy from Don, and good morning, Nerd. Space Nerd says, hoy to Brian, you are kicking ass on your horror movie thingy. Oh, I see you. Sorry there, Andrew. You drop below. Oh, here you go. He's right here. I'm getting cussed out backstage in the private chat. All right, so I didn't see a co-streaming, Andrew. So I'm going to bring him in now. It looks a little dark. I don't know what the situation is, but he's here anyway. It's Andrew the Giant. We got half a blanket on your screen.
Yeah, you got your camera covered up or something.
Oh shit!
You knucklehead. You can't even see like. No wonder I didn't let you in. Look at you. All right. Well, Andrew's here. He's going to try to clear his camera so we can see him. And we're going to have to get our way through the opening chat family check-in. We're going to acknowledge any people we haven't acknowledged yet because we got fun news and other stuff we got to get on with. Space Nerd.
I was commenting on the...
Oh, I'm glad he said commenting and not coming. Go ahead.
On the people watching a show of a show of a show.
Okay, what is your opinion on that, Andrew?
What I said in the private chat.
Okay. Oh, Andrew said in our private chat, what the fuck is what ain't that crazy, Andrew? I could barely keep up with that. Like Kevin was watching himself being watched by Mersh, and Mersh was yeah, it's crazy, buddy. Well, Andrew the Giant's with us now.
Does that
let me
make
see.
sense now? I was kind of watching the show backstage and commenting on.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't get you in here. Now, AJ, are you excited about AJ? Because Widow Killer is excited about AJ being back in the WWE. AJ Lee.
How long is she going to be?
How what?
How long is she going to be there?
I don't know. Widow Killer says that she signed a multi-year contract, so he's excited about it. He said he was running around his house dancing to her theme. Her theme music, Andrew. So I don't know. He might be a little more excited than you. Trigger, good afternoon, sweet boy from Amber. Chiefs are gay, says Electric Gino. Electric Gino.
No, it's like Go fucking Chargers for whooping that ass.
There you go. Andrew, did you stay up and watch how my Ravens ended terribly? They scored 40 points and lost 41-40 against the Buffalo Bills. Did you see that?
41-40.
They were winning by 15 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. They've never scored 40 points and lost a game, Andrew. You shouldn't score 40 and lose a game. No one should lose a game scoring 40 points. Amber says, yeah.
Did they lose off a 2-pointer or so?
They ended up getting the ball back, Andrew, and all they had to do was like really get a couple first downs. And Derrick Henry fumbled the ball and gave them a drive, and they scored again. And then they come back and kicked the game-winning field goal. That's how that happened. Yeah. Let me see. I'm going to scan through these. I'm going to acknowledge out there. Andrew talks. Yes.
Packers whipped that Royal
He's here.
Ass.
He's here, Scott. Yes, Bobby. Excuse me, Scott, Bobby, Nick, Andrew. Yes, I saw that the Packers played quite. Hey, Andrew, what did you think about how the Jets played against the Steelers?
Ooh,
they played good, didn't they?
It was a close game.
It was a close game, and it didn't look like an accident or anything. It didn't look it would look like a good back and forth game. All right, so Andrew, I'm glad you're here, buddy. What I'm going to continue to do now, I'm going to scan through this opening chat family check-in just to acknowledge any friends we haven't talked to yet, like the Reverend Wild Bill. Hang on.
For the rest of the show, unless I have to pee.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Someone said girls. Not sure if I'm down. Here we go. I want to acknowledge any boobies, said our friend Space Nerd. I'm going to scan through looking for any new people. Yes, Andrew.
I also found out something. Don't buy a refurbished iPad unless you really have to.
I didn't know yours was refurbished. I want to acknowledge Brian Clauder for gifting one BF Live the Vibe membership. And someone is saying, what is this BF Live the Vibe thing? It's 3 hours of fun and positive vibes. And Andrew.
My new one I have is refurbished.
Mm-hmm.
In the voice activation, hardly works on it.
All right. Space Nerd, what are you going to know, says our friend Reverend Wild Bill. Nerd is throwing out the rockets. We're going to look for any new people that we haven't talked to and said hello yet, like the one and only the bird, Terry Nee. Everybody's heard about the bird right there, Terry Nee. The littlest Hobet checks in and says, have you seen the South Park episode where Satan is pregnant with a butt baby? That's an old one, ain't it? That seems like an older one. How you doing there, littlest Hobet checking in? Nerd is a perv, says Don. Boy, you ain't lying, Don. She inundated me last Friday with all of her juicy man meat. That's why I need you guys to send me stuff at bflive420@gmail.com to keep up with the nerd. Brian Clauder checks in and says, Saturday, I watched no podcast. I had a sex extravaganza with the wife. Maybe I should wake her up next time. Hey-oh, there you go. There you go. But I'm going to let her in on it. Hey-oh. That's like my joke, Scott, where it says, I'm getting laid this weekend. I don't know what my wife's doing. I'm getting laid this weekend. That's kind of my joke about that. Yes, that's our friend. Let's see. We got Don. Let's go. Look at this. There, everybody talking in the chat. I just want to say hello. You got it, Space Chief 75. Amber is a perv. I like comic book style, says our friend Space Nerd. Awesome, says Brian Clauder. Hit that like button, says Brian Clauder as well. Yo, Bill. I'm going to see. Thank you, Brian, for the membership, the lifting, and the gifting. And see, that's my pleasure. There you go. Look at this. PK. 26 and 4 likes, people. Come on. We can do better than that. It's absolutely free. Look, I know that you like me. I'm a highly secure individual, but you have to let YouTube know so they keep us in the flow. Hey, Scott, you think if I stepped away from him to go to the bathroom, Andrew would vamp when I was going with you?
No, he would.
No, he would not do.
No, nothing.
He does like Perry Caravella does. He only talks over when Tom talks, but then. Yes, Andrew.
So.
Okay. Here goes Andrew's next non sequitur. Yes.
I got a serious question about Stuttering Ground and Truly. What came of that lawsuit? Nothing?
I think it's still pending there, Andrew. I think. That's silly. Maybe some of our friends in the chat will let us know, but I think it's still pending, buddy. Let's see. We're both in agreement on that one.
Sorry. That was random.
Oh, yeah. Because nothing else you say is random. Good afternoon, everyone, says Just Bart checking in. He says it's feeling good for once, only 67 degrees. If you people like fall, then there you go. Just Bart's getting his fall. We are almost at the end of the opening chat family check-in, I guarantee you. I sent you 11D3, BF. Yeah, no shit. No shit. It was way more than 20. It was 11D3. I drink cold brew on account of the acidity. Try that. I just, nerd, you know, I don't know, like cold soup. I just can't. Some things that I grew up with certain temperatures, Scott, I just can't adapt to. And coffee's a big one for me. Like coffee has to be hot.
No, yeah, I can't. No way I drink cold coffee.
I just never made that jump, Space Nerd, but I appreciate that. You know, when you Space Nerd, you know what I actually have to start doing? I actually have to start taking my Prevacid and stuff, which I kind of was failing to do. I don't want to be a part of a lawsuit when I get older. Did you or someone you love, Scott, take Prevacid when they were younger? Well, you could be part of a class action lawsuit because we killed all them motherfuckers. You know, I don't want to be that guy part of the lawsuit when I'm in my 60s. Did you or someone you love? Hey, Astro Electric checks in and says, I run 2 businesses and I always watch BF and Bobby. Fuck yeah. Another Astro Electric has been checking in on the vibe. We are at the bottom. I add acid to my coffee. Don don't even give a shit. He adds acid. That's how strong his stomach is. All right, well, I'm going to continue on here. Widow Killer says, question. If Brian wins, does that mean he'll appear on Out of the Coffin on the Lee Curtis verse, the Jamie Lee Curtis verse? Yeah, Bob Levy was doing his thing over the weekend. Let's see, even better. I'm gonna get through here. Missing in action. I didn't know you're here. You're here. Afternoon, dear. Oh, let's see what happened. Mrs. Honeybee, we didn't acknowledge checking in. Scott.
Buzz. Kai said hey.
Buzz. There you go. Hello, Kai. Checking in. Just Bart checks in with his 2-month membership. Now, we've been friends longer than that, Just Bart, but I appreciate that. And he just uses his membership to say good afternoon, everyone. That's right, folks. And if you member up here on the Vibe for as little as $4.99 a month, you get one of those kind of chats right there, too. You can use it anytime you want to. Just Bart, I know, right? This year's summer was BS. If I wanted Florida weather, I'd live in Florida. Just Bart continues to help me here. Sorry, I didn't see that in the chat earlier.
Here he goes.
Come here, it's beautiful.
I heard the wind up, Scott. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. I'm not falling for it. He said, come here, it's beautiful. Fonda is Scott, says Vivey.
Come to Florida. Beautiful weather.
Come to Florida. I appreciate the just because from the Reverend Wild Bill. Just because he's a cool bro and he's trying to help me continue doing what I love doing. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill. I appreciate that, buddy. Sorry, says Sugar. No problem. Be sorry. Spawn checks in on a Monday and says good afternoon to BF and the chat fart faces. Just saying hello. I got to jump back out. I have an orientation on top of the hour. I'll check in later, brother. Orientation, Scott. That reminds me of a time where I was at work and we had an Asian gentleman working in there and I had to train. My boss asked me to train him and he goes, Bob, why don't you take so-and-so howling and orient him on the job? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's already oriented enough. That's what I said. Looks pretty oriented to me. There you go. That was my racist joke there. I agree. I spent half the hospital and the other half. That was good. That was Mersh. Thank you, Don, for letting us know that. You know, we smoke weed. So there you go. They're up to the Mersh comment right here. Mersh rules. There you go. Bro, when he passed out on air, Scott, that was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I thought he was dead. We all thought he was dead. Oh, my God. Hola. You guys are awesome. The chat activity is awesome. There's 30 of you in here. I'm so anxious to get to the stories that I got because I want to see what you have to say about all of those, too. Look, there's a chunk to lurking. See? Great news from your families to Chunkster, man. I'm glad. Hopefully that stuff holds, man. So Chunkster, man. Fuck cancer and hello. So Chunkster, he's lurking. We're almost near the bottom. Andrew gets acknowledged by Space Chief. It's just jizz, says Don. It's jizz.
What's up, motherfucker?
Yeah, did you just say fun nudes? I might have. I say a lot of words here, Amber Alert, so I might have put fun and news together, and it might have been guys' fun nudes. I don't know. I might have said that. Wait a minute. Ari Jane is in the WWE, says our friend Don. Uh-oh, that wasn't Ari Jane. That was AJ Lee. That's a different Ari AJ.
Shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, Andrew. That sounds like a wind-up, Scott.
Yep.
So, is it Control C first or Control V?
It's Control Alt Delete, Andrew. No, don't ever hit those together.
For copy.
Fuck. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Copy what? Oh, copy and paste. I use my mouse. I don't know. Tech time with Andrew in the middle of the opening chat family check-in. Scott loves it. Let's see.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
He's going for the record today, man.
What, for interruptions, you mean? Let's see. But I know, Scott, that's why I say, because if I said I had to go to the bathroom or take care of something technical, you guys would be sitting here staring at each other. So, Andrew, what's up? I don't know. I got nothing to say. Let me say.
Did you see which rookie that you saw made the biggest impact on their team?
Scott loves this. Scott loves this.
Oh my God.
I've learned to love it now that I can run the show better. Let's see. What strain is Scott on today? I want some. He is on Andrew, Don, because Scott don't even need to be smoking any fucking thing. You could have him sober on any show with Andrew, and Scott will giggle his fucking fool head off at this shit. Scott loves the chaos. Scott loves when he just interrupts and just derails a talking point or a show or a segment or anything. Scott, he don't need any weed. But Scott, what are you smoking today? Answer the question.
Larry Buds.
Larry Buds Melman? Yeah. Larry's Buds. You mentioned that last week, didn't you? You said something about Larry Bud Melman or something. Look, Don says, I love it. And we love it too. And we love that 2 joints checks in. See, that's what we're talking about, man. Look, all we need to do is get on screen and have fun. You get on Andrew, you get on Scott and Bobby Nick when he's not eating or walking with the camera off. And we have lots of fun here. This is positive vibes. And we are finally at the end of the opening chat family check-in. But we need to get on with more fun with the show. That was just the start of it. Let's keep going, folks.
Yourselves.
That's what they do, and that's what we do. They talk amongst themselves. They talk with us, and we're going to have a lot of fun here. So, Scott, 1 week delayed. Let's talk about the Howard Stern thing a little bit. 1 week delayed. Howard Stern apparently hit the air today. You might have saw Bobby Nick sharing some stuff in our chat about it.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm not as up on that stuff as you guys. I just watch the shows. I never really.
Yeah.
I'm not as up to date on the business end of it like you guys are.
Yeah, well, I mean, we always kind of just knew the pattern from being fans that it always, every 3 to 5 years, whatever the term of the contract was, he'd go, Robin, I don't know if I want to do this again, and he would always say that he wasn't negotiating on air, but it always sounded like, and it was negotiating on air. And I think this was much the same. So he was supposed to come on, people speculated over the summer, there was rumors being spread around that they were going to cease the Howard Stern show over there at Sirius Satellite Radio, their relationship, and things were falling up, the wheels were falling off. And so a lot of these reports and speculation was coming out. He was supposed to come on the Monday immediately following Labor Day, but then all of a sudden it turned around. He's going to extend it 1 more week, and that just added fuel to the fire, Scott. But people like Oscar Electric and others, they haven't been buying it all along. They say they believe this whole thing is just all being played out by both of them. Do you have any theories on that?
Like I said, I'm not as up to it on Yunus, but I was really thinking this time, and it's more of a gut feeling. I was thinking his age. I was thinking this would be a good time to step away for him.
Me too, Scott. Me too. I mean, he's practically fucking 70 years old. All he ever did was complain about all the disc jockeys and Don Imus that stayed at the party too long. He's definitely in that area right now. But let's talk about, this is the Howard Stern podcast, basically, because, he would always crack on podcasters, but they might call this the Howard Stern radio show. But this is like this is Howard, this is Robin, and this is a podcast. This is the update. Here's what he said this morning about the future of the Howard Stern podcast on Sirius Satellite Radio. Here it is.
Everything you've been reading in the paper about me or about Robin is completely false. What pisses me off is now I can't leave. I've been thinking about retiring. Now I can't because then they'll say I got pushed out. So I'll be back.
That's right. Yeah.
Here's the truth. SiriusXM and my team have been talking about how we go forward in the future. They've approached me. They've sat down with me like they normally do, and they're fantastic. We've been talking. And by the way, I'm absolutely flattered that anybody even cares whether I resign. So, I mean, in a way, it was confirmation that I matter, that it was such big news. The only annoying part was having to, like, answer my friend's text. But one of the positive things about all these...
Robin's at her house watching a monitor. Howard's crammed in his basement somewhere watching her on a monitor. This is the Howard Stern podcast. The thing he never said he would never do.
Fake news is that I heard from a lot of companies who want the show. They're like, well, if you're not at Sirius anymore, do you want to come with us? And I thought, well, that's really nice. But I mean, I'm very happy at Sirius. Here's my point. Nothing was happening. Except for me answering a bunch of texts.
So there you go. Nothing was happening all along. It all spread out of a rumor. You knew. It all spread out of a rumor that kind of started over the summer that they were breaking up. JFK Headchung, first of all, he checks in and says, how you doing, JFK Headchung? So I'd like to acknowledge you. Headshot. And says, Andrew, what are your thoughts on Howard Stern? And please, wait until Bobby talks to answer. All right, so Scott, no, I was going to, okay, no. Yeah, Scott, so do you see, buddy? So, yes, Scott. Yes, Andrew, go ahead. He's waiting for one of us to talk.
I feel that it was just a way to get him in the news and, like,
you knew.
For him to be relevant again.
Good point, Andrew. I think a lot of people think that, just keeping it going. I had a dive for donks. Hey, you're getting ahead of us. We like to smoke here on the Vibe. We're just having a little bit of Howard Stern conversation, but this isn't even like the actual start of the news yet. We're actually going to have some fun with the news when I slide over to my news desk, and we're going to do news and comment in just a minute. But Mandy Diff is already, she's going to be high as shit by the news. I might have to catch up with you. Yeah, Scott. So I know we're weed challenged with our brain here, but somebody said today, I've been seeing that they started off the show today. They did that whole fake thing, buddy, where they started off the show acting like that Andy Cohen took over the show. Remember they did that years ago? Didn't they do it with David Lee Roth before he actually took over?
I wouldn't have remembered until you said something. And then I don't know if you made me, I don't know if I trust my memory.
Same thing. That's why I'm saying we're going to count on the people in the chat to let us know. But I remember one time during these negotiations, and he came back, and everybody thought, "Oh, this is it. Howard's gone, right?" And then I think he did that. It was wasn't it David Lee Roth Radio or something like that? Or
I think so.
I think they started as a goof, and then David Lee Roth eventually took over the time slot when he went off of K-Rock. But I'll count on some of my chat family, maybe Oscar Electric and some of my Howard heads to kind of help us recall. We'll use all of our weed brain cells together. But so they did a kind of similar thing, it sounded like this morning, Scott.
Right.
Where they had Andy Cohen like that. Hey, Howard's gone, and this is the Andy Cohen show. Here we go. I'll read the little.
There seems to be a formula to this.
I think Oscar Electric and some other Stern heads have been around for a minute agree with you, Scott. Howard Stern fools listeners and the media with an abrupt retirement hoax. This is dated today. Radio host Howard Stern fooled listeners and media outlets, including an Associated Press. They even fooled them, Scott, the AP, on Monday morning, claiming that Bravo host Andy Cohen would take over for his long-running Sirius XM show. But Stern said he isn't leaving his show just yet, though the future of his massive contract, which runs out later this year, is unclear. So I've heard that they've at least agreed to talk to the end of the year, Scott. It says Bravo host Andy Cohen appeared at the beginning of Stern's 7 a.m. Sirius XM radio show Monday morning, pranking listeners that Stern had abruptly left the show and that he would be taking over under a new name, Andy 100. Adding he expected a cleaner handoff and was kind of winging it. So there you go. Wow, I know a lot of people feel that way now. FHS. Let's see. Right, it was a fake Diamond Dave voice. There you go. Like Todd Glass or something. Thank you, Chunks. I knew they did something like this. They totally came back on a Monday and did something like this before, so this isn't even an original idea. They just threw Andy Cohen into that. Stern sold the fuck out like the old fuck he's used to trash. I agree, Don. I believe he's staying at the party too long. You know, he was like that relevant rock star. He was at the height of his career. And now I think anything he does after that is just chipping away at it, Scott, as legacy.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
Same.
That's my opinion. He's just chipping away at his legacy.
He should have retired.
That's why I thought he was actually going to step away. I thought it was perfect timing for him. And,
I thought so too, Scott. Like for all the years that he did fake it, and I knew he was faking it, that age was the only consideration this time, because I've heard Stern go through this every 3 to 5 years, like I said, but he was always a younger man then. So like you, I thought, well, maybe this time it actually is accurate and it makes actual sense. So I definitely agree with that. Imus the second says, see? I agree, Amber. I agree. I can't believe he is out of tune with this, Scott. The fact that he doesn't see that he is doing the exact same thing he blamed Don Imus on. The exact same thing. Yeah. He's out of touch. He has no awareness. He's doing the same thing. Bring back Sergeant Fury. Denang. We're going to do the Denang. Bring back Sergeant Fury. That's right. He's talking about that's a Grease Man bit right there. You know what, FJM? I did private message Grease Man and invite him on the show, but I never got any answer. I would love to have Grease Man on my show and talk about how much of a fan I am of him. But yeah, Sergeant Fury was one of Vanga Kamiko and all that stuff. Take it back to Denang. He would do all that shit. He did great theater of the mind with sound effects and stuff. As an outsider who didn't listen to Stern, I like this as Electric Head Gino. His team used a New York publicist tactic from the 90s to get in the news. That's what Andrew said. Andrew said that in so many words. He did this to stay relevant, right, Andrew?
Yep.
There you go.
I think he should have retired 5 years ago.
Absolutely. It's close to getting sad, Gino. I believe, yes, he is like a guy that they're basically pushing him out the door, and he's going, no, I'm still relevant. Hey, why do that? Don knows the Grease Man. Hey, that's right. Come on, hey, lady, the guy's nuts. Grab him. Amber Alert 29. Hey, Amber from JFK Head Chump. All right, so let me play you. So this is Bubba's take on it now. For those of you, we got Bubba fans in here. Some of you are Bubba Army, and some of you might become Bubba Army because you knew him during his little stint on Sirius Satellite Radio. That Howard Stern was instrumental in getting Bubba on Sirius Satellite Radio on 101. Here's Bubba's take on the Howard Stern news right here from the Bubba Show this morning.
As zookeeper and wacky as I think it is, it worked.
I mean, they probably
major news organizations fooled for it, right?
I mean, they probably sat down and said, man, there are a lot of stupid people out there. How do we capitalize on it? And boom, they did.
Yeah.
I bet they didn't think they'd get the AP, though.
Yeah. Rather than to sit down and listen, because I heard, Lummy, that it was only about 15 or 20 minutes that Cohen did this.
10 minutes. Well, they didn't want to lose all their listeners because he's about as unfunny as dog poop. I mean, the guy has got absolutely no sense of humor.
So the AP, upon 10 minutes, completely has Howard out the door and Andy 100. And again, it goes right back to what we reported in the
That just goes to show you that no one was a real listener over there at the AP if they fell for that on first listen. They had no idea of the history of the Stern Show.
Right. You don't got to be factual. You just got to be first. And then you look stupid. There comes a point where you look stupid. So I don't know what Howard's deal is going to be. It sounds like he doesn't know what's going to be, but it sounds like in good faith they're negotiating. He's back. He'll honor his contract until December 31st. And hopefully from now until then, they'll come up with something.
There you go. That's Bubba Army right there. Shout out to anybody in the Bubba Army. Did Bubba lose some weight? He's still big as fuck, but doesn't seem as big as back in the day. Amber, are you familiar with his story, Scott? You remember these, where he said he would have to wipe his ass with a towel, and at some point he got so big, he had to get his girl to wipe his ass.
Oh, no.
Yes, Bubba used to claim that proudly all the time. Yeah, I used to have to, here's the deal, buddy, here's the deal. I'm so fucking fat, I can't even wipe my own ass. And he had to get his girl to wipe his ass with a towel. That's how big Bubba was back in the day. So she knows something about Bubba. Big Bubba. Poor Beth has to let that ghoul saddle up on her. He's a furry skeleton. Towel on a stick, more specifically, says Don. On a stick, a towel on a stick he wiped his ass with. That's true love, Gino. You got that right, bro, because I couldn't even picture. Because, you know, Scott, he pulled down some attractive women for being a big fucking guy. And then he's doubled down saying that I got him to wipe my ass with a towel on a stick. Man, that's some shit. Oh, shit, pun intended. I didn't know that. That's very sad. Yes, Amber. Yes, he used to be so big he could not wipe his own ass. Two Joints checks in and says, honey, can you make me breakfast and wipe my ass? I love you. Two Joints checks in on the vibe. Okay, how about this? We caught up again with the chat family, but now we're not. That was just the fun part talking about Stern. Once again, we're going to get to the actual fun part because I got stories that happened over the weekend. We're going to follow up on the Coldplay story. We're going to follow up on the Philadelphia Phillies Karen fan. We're going to see the green dildo has made a new appearance at another sporting event. The green dildo. I got another green dildo story being thrown on a sports field. Oh boy, I got his attention, Scott, with the anything sexual. I said dildo. Yeah, it might be a Packer. Oh Christ!
Was it at the Green Bay Packer game?
I don't know, Andrew. You're getting ahead of yourself, but I know when I can tell you. When I slide over to my news desk, it's sitting right over there after I run my element and do the Vibe news. Now, don't worry, folks, because this ain't serious news. This is the Vibe not so serious news. It's Bobby Friend, your dancing newsman, bringing you the Vibe, other news, or not so serious news. I'm going to give you a little programming note, being that we do a 3-hour show, typically halfway through the show, about 1:30 Eastern time. That's when we try to take a break for the pause for the cause and the piss break. And now since we're starting the news so late, I'm thinking we're going to have to do we'll have to do that break right in the middle of the news. It's probably what it's feeling like, Scott. So we'll get our piss break in just about 20 minutes, but not before we do a few stories in the Vibe, other news, or not so serious news. Scott, I didn't play it over the weekend. We talked about it, and a lot of people did. I didn't play Powerball over the weekend, Scott.
Me neither.
I don't like last week. I told you that my wife was near a machine, and she picked up a couple rando tickets right there. But we finally had a winner this week after a 3-month drought. There is a winner. There's two richer people that have more money, more problems than they had just the other day. Two players to split the $1.8 billion Powerball jackpot, the second largest prize in U.S. lottery history. The winners of the drawing on Saturday, September 6th, will receive around $410 million before taxes, according to lottery officials, Scott. You know, Scott, this is a more money, more problems fucking thing, though, right here, bud. You know?
Yeah.
If you had that money, you'd have to worry about your life, about people knowing about it, about every family member you never wanted to see again coming out the woodwork, right?
Yep.
So while it would be intriguing to have money, it would come with a whole new set of problems, but I'd take them on. Two tickets, yes.
Each player would have $400 million each.
Yes, Andrew, before taxes, $410 million each prior to taxes. So the government typically takes a third of that, Andrew. So they might have a couple $100 and some million or so. Saturday's Powerball jackpot is the second largest, following the $2.04 billion jackpot in 2022. One of the largest Powerball prizes in history has officially been won. Two lucky Powerball players from Missouri and Texas won the $1.787 billion jackpot on Saturday, September 6th. The second largest prize in U.S. lottery history. After matching all 6 numbers with their ticket, lottery officials announced in a press release. The winning Powerball numbers are as follows. The white balls were 11, 23, 44, 61, 62, and the red Powerball was a 17. The prize money will be split among the winners, with each receiving their total prize money of $410 million, or annual payments, Andrew, of, what's that? How can that be $800 million? $893 million before taxes. How can that be? I don't know. If the second option is selected, they will get 29 annual payments, which will increase by 5% every year. Well, that ain't too bad. I don't know, Scott. Now, Scott, how do you feel about that? Now, are you a take all the money and run like cash out, or are you like a deferred guy like they're suggesting at the end and just keep sending me money over the years?
For that kind of money, and getting that much, I think I could make do and stretch it out and try to give it to some of my kids and stuff whenever I die. Yeah, so I'll take the payments. I'll take the long way.
That's good. The only thing, you just got to hope that the lottery stays true and you get and you collect all your money eventually.
Oh man, I didn't think of that.
That's what I was thinking, Scott. Because sometimes, I mean, there can be liquidity issues with some of these, especially with some of these big ones. You get down the road and you're further away from that multi-billion-dollar jackpot. They don't have that money. They're spending today's money on yesterday's jackpot. I think. I don't know. That's just my speculation.
I'll take the money now then.
There you go. That's right. So. Well, that's why I was asking that, because some people have very strong feelings one way or the other about that. Matt says he won $12.
Hell
yeah, Matt. My wife did win $4, Scott, on the one she bought last week. She won $4.
Oh, yeah, cool.
She's cashing in at the grocery store the other day. Walked away with her chest. That's right. I got $4 up in here now. There you go. So $4, not quite the prize we were looking for, but there you go. There were 2 winners for that. So that was after 3 months. I think that thing is finally done. So they'll be resetting. Scott, it'll probably go back to $10 million, and we'll kind of thumb our nose at it. What $10 million? We'll goof on it. Well, meanwhile, any of us would kill for a $10 million payout.
Right.
All right. I want to get on to the Coldplay story, and this is going to lead to the Philly story. And the people in Philly, well, this lady right here and these people involved with the Coldplay story are probably the biggest fans of the new Karen in Philadelphia, who I'm going to tell you about on the next story on the Vibe Not So Serious News. But, Scott, this is a follow-up to the Coldplay story, the scandalous one where the couple got caught on camera that were cheating on each other or cheating on their significant others. Kristen Cabot, the woman seen with Astronomer CEO in the Coldplay Kiss Cam saga, files for divorce from her husband, Scott. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Everybody knew this was coming,
Yeah.
But there you go. It says Kristen Cabot, the woman who was involved in the Kiss Cam drama for a former Astronomer CEO, Andy Byron, during a Coldplay concert, has filed for divorce. I tell you, Scott, pussy is a hell of a drug. I say it all the time, man. It took him down. Just because he couldn't keep it in his pants and keep it to himself, this man ain't even the CEO of a big company no more. Because the penis will get you in trouble, man. Get you in trouble. Yeah. Cabot, who also previously worked for Astronomer, filed a petition for divorce in Portsmouth, New Hampshire on August 13th, NBC News has reported. The divorce process remains ongoing, according to court documents that were obtained by the outlet. A next hearing in the case is scheduled to take place on November 26th, NBC News said, citing the documents. Lawyers for both Cabot and her husband did not respond to NBC News' request for comment. Cabot has not responded to multiple reach-outs done by People magazine. Byron and Cabot found themselves in the center of a controversy after going viral for their reaction to being caught on camera while attending a Coldplay concert in Foxborough, Massachusetts on July 16th. Once they realized they were on a kiss cam, Cabot covered her face as Byron ducked down, and the rest is history. And it led to the natural ending, what we kind of thought the most sensible divorce. Space Nerd, I know, just kidding, my little code. There you go. What are we talking about? She wasn't even hot, and I agree. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. I do. There is a kind of a ratio, Electric Head Gino. I've never cheated on my wife, and I'm never do, right? I never want to, right? Never will. But they're, she wasn't even that hot, Scott. It was I don't know. It's I agree with Andrew too.
You better make it worth it, man.
That's exactly that's what I was trying to get at, Scott. Is that I always said if I ever were to be dumb enough to do that, I would make it worth it by having someone way hotter.
Yeah.
You're a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company and cheating on one and have to get a supermodel and do something cool.
Did you understand any of that?
A little bit of it. Yeah, he said if he was the big CEO of a company, he would want to pull something hotter. Is what he? I spoke Andrew for you. I can speak. I'm pretty fluent at Andrew. I got all that out there, Scott. I got that.
That's exactly what I said.
Bam! See, I told you. Told you. Bam! I'm very good at speaking out, Andrew. I have. Mandy Diff says I have 5 $1 scratch offs in my car. I haven't scratched yet. Oh. She's one of them ones that do that. You know what? I know that I'm rich and it's right on them cards right there, but I want to wait until I need to have my move improved, and then I'll scratch them off.
Yeah.
So Mandy's got them cards sitting over there. She knows she's rich, but you just scratch them off, Mandy. Just get it over with. Now, one at a time, though. I'm not one of them crazy people, Scott, that scratch every card that I have. I do it meticulous. I'm like, let me see what I want on this one. Examine it, and then I go on to the next one. But some people, man, they just scratch everything, and then let's just start rifling through and reading shit.
Whenever I do it, I get my money's worth, and I try to build myself up and just go a little bit at a time.
Hell yeah, Scott. Yes, absolutely. And sometimes I'll like scratch the thing and then wait. Ooh, I don't even want to know what prize I might win. Sometimes I'll do the game first, and sometimes I do the prize first, Scott. I do anything to amuse myself for $2 for a scratch off. Yeah. Matt won $12. That's $12 less that those people will be getting right there. Matt's got that shit. I will stay poor. You can anonymously claim that. You can stay anonymously claim the being poor. You don't have to tell anybody that. That Phillies Karen had Boston and Yankees fans telling her to calm down. What a scenario. Scott, did you hear anything about this? Yeah, I know you're not always in tune to everything, so I'm wondering what you picked up on this.
No, I'm thinking Bobby Nick was asking me something about it or something because it was like in the news or something.
It was. So let's dig into it a little bit. Let's see. Oh shit, we got that one. We caught up to the Bubba comments.
Where is that fat fuck?
Jesus Christ. Well, he's on the screen next to you. He's technically not on the air, but you don't have to scratch them off. You can scan them. Yeah, and then now they have that, Scott, to where if you just know where the little QR code is, you don't even have to do all the scratching. You can just scratch that and see if it was a game winner or not.
Yep.
But I like that, Scott, because I never wanted to trust the person behind the camera to tell me I won. They're like, oh, no, this is not a winner. Bye, see you later. Bye-bye. See you later. Put it in his pocket. Bye-bye. See you. You did not win. I like going up and be able to scan them myself, and I don't have to worry about some lying mofo.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Because you took them on their word. You didn't know. Still got a big prize. You don't have to scratch them all. All right. You can anonymously claim the Powerball prize in certain states. Yes, you can. But even still, Mandy, like they say, if I won the lottery, I might not tell anybody, but there would be signs. You know, when people start getting in their boats, right? Scott, if you had a different car that said, like, hey, I think that's the motherfucker from around this general store. You know, Mandy, you don't even need the internet to track people down anymore. They'll use the good old-fashioned kind of methods right here. All right. Boy, we got good. Sounds like good news alert. What is it, Andrew?
He crashed.
I was going to say, yeah.
I dropped my bell.
You dropped your what?
Dropped his bell.
Oh.
I got to take a piss real quick.
Come get Andrew. Yeah, you got that right, Mandy Dip. The secret is live the same and have a secret island. So Mandy would live her existing life as a front to cover up the fact that she's hella rich, Scott. She would retain everything that she has right now, keep mom's house and everything, and just keep showing up there. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Nothing to see here. I'm still rich, and then every day she'd jet off to another location. So she's going to keep the front up over there. That sounds like a theory right here. Hey, Scuff with Shane checks in. What's up, Scuff with Shane? I see you got some things going on where you have some content being shifted around to different channels. Check out Scuff with Shane on YouTube. Hoya BF and Midday Freaks. Scott, how are you? And Andrew, what's poppin'?
Hi, Scuff. How are you, buddy?
You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. That's right. Unnecessary echo. Mandy says, yepers. I got her theory down. I know how she's going to play it when she wins the lottery. All right, well, so we did our first story. Actually, we did a couple stories. We did the Powerball one, and now we did the one, of course, that it ended in divorce, the Coldplay couple. It ended in divorce. Now we're going to get into the Karen story, Scott, a little bit. So see, what had happened was, I don't know, we haven't already talked about baseball games. I know you've been to mixed martial arts events, but do you have minor league or any baseball teams you can get to in your area?
I've been to some minor league games, not a professional
I'll
game.
be
Minor
back.
leagues I have.
I gotta get someone to help me piss.
All right, Andrew, I'm gonna put you backstage, buddy. There we go. Okay. Well, Scott, you know you've seen enough of games and know enough to know when there's a scrum for a ball, it's kind of like a free for all, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, so that's kind of what happened at this game on last Friday, I think, to start breaking out. Like Friday night, this happened at the Florida Marlins game against the Phillies. A dad breaks his silence after a fellow Phillies fan demanded a home run ball from his young son. And he says, I'm still in disbelief, so I'm sure we can find the video, Scott. What had happened was it was a home run ball hit way out in the outfield, and it's like it's up for grabs, right? And sometimes people catch it clean, and many times they don't, and it bounces off their hands. And typically, whoever gets it when it bounces off their hands, it's free game. You don't go, well, it touched that person's hand over there first. That's typically not the way. But this was a little different. Let's watch this a little bit. The father involved in the drama surrounding a woman who demanded a home run ball during the Philadelphia's Philly game is breaking his silence. Let me see if I can find the video, Scott, because I'll show you how he handled it. Let me see. There's him hugging his son right there, Scott. Like he literally just got over to his son. He was there celebrating his son's 10th birthday, he and his family. So he scored the ball. He bounced. Came right to him. He goes, here, son, here's the ball. He took it, put it in his glove. He hugs his son. And within that time, this woman is in his face, bro, demanding the ball back. See that look on his face? She's
so
over
what?
here.
She touched it, bounced off of her hands first? Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find the video and let me know what you think about this. Let me see.
Harrison Bader in the fourth inning. I want you to check out where this ball lands, Ben Davis. Left field, and some Phillies fans are...
So she's right up here, Scott. Let's see if they have a closer... There's better video of this. There's closer video, but let me see. She's like right here. It bounces off her hands. Red shirt guy's coming over from this way when she loses it, and he's going to take it.
Going to grapple for the ball. Guy in the red T-shirt right there comes up with it, walks down the aisle, and hands it to his son. And gets it as that woman in the white hair there is left with nothing, and she says, excuse me, that should be my baseball. And the guy's like, are you kidding me? No, it's my son's baseball. And the other woman there says, yeah, it's not yours. But the guy... I don't think I would have done this to my child. No. He takes it and
Took
says,
the ball,
here,
Scott. Look.
do you want it?
Get the
It's
fuck
all
away
yours,
from me.
Karen. And she walks down the aisle, and yes, that's mine. Gives it to her husband. Good for you. Good for you.
Since then, Scott, she's been proceeded to be shamed in the media. And so what you're seeing next in the videos, this lady is standing here with a bag behind her. She's a representative from the Florida Marlins, and they caught wind of this going on during the game. So their PR come down to try to rectify the situation by giving the kid a gift bag.
For you. But guess what? He gets a gift bag. It looks like a Phillies gift bag, too.
No, it was a Marlins.
It was a Marlins
employee.
Bravo, Marlins.
And everyone gave her a standing ovation. Yeah, all
Standing
right, buddy. Nice going.
Wait, there's more. If you order right now, we'll give you Dave the
So this is one of those things, Scott, where it actually a bad thing ended up turning into a good thing. And this kid may have not had these other experiences if it had not been for this. So this is like the kind of the silver lining of the cloud, if you will, because now he's getting some other meet and greets, but he's going to get a bat right here.
And Harrison Bader signing a bat for your son underneath the stadium.
That's so awesome.
All
well done, Harrison Bader. Nice going.
That kid's never going to forget his 10th birthday.
Not nice going by that fan.
Well, you know what? We understand Karen's ball. She dropped it, fell down a storm drain, which is unfortunate. But you know what? I perhaps maybe deserve. That's terrible.
All right, so that's that, Scott.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So now here's how the dad handled it, because there was a bit of controversy about how the dad played, how he handled this when he was confronted like this. And so we can talk about how maybe we would have handled this, and maybe what you think about how the dad handled it, because the dad hadn't said anything. First of all, I'm gonna read a couple comments here. What's up? Hey, what's up, Flex 316? Checking in from down under. We're talking about the Karen story from over the weekend. Bye, Karen. HIGH, everyone, from Tiffany, Washington. She always makes sure that I get smoked up when she comes over and hangs out on Replayables, or even here. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Saith the Lord. Okay. She did it twice, and no, it wasn't hers, says Space Nerd, because I heard some people, and I like this. This is exactly what I wanted to talk about. Let me see. I saw the news, and my uncle was like, well, what was her side of the story? And in my head, I was like, who cares? She's being a Karen. You know, Scott, everybody has a different take on this, because I explained this story to my mother. Not my mother. Oh, my God. My mother's been dead for years. My wife. Holy shit. And my mother, she don't act like my mother. But at any rate, I was explaining this story to my wife, and she took it as an extension of the fight for the ball, Scott. She said, well, what like I said, you fight for the ball. She said, well, she just fought with her words rather than with her hands. What do you think about that? I don't know.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I did not think about it that way. That is a cool way to look at it.
Yeah, like the fight wasn't over in my wife's mind. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. That's why I put it out here, because everybody has kind of a different take on how they would interpret it. So that's why I wanted to bring the story up today.
I think once the ball's in your hand secured, then it's over. So he has it secured in his hand. She didn't play till the whistle was blown. She fumbled the ball, and she didn't jump for it. She should have jumped for it.
And my whole thing is that this happens all the time in the games. Like I told you, Scott, what would she have done if it would have bounced off her hands and then fell to a section below her? Was she going to run down there and berate somebody that caught it and say it touched my hand up here? I don't know. So that's why that rule just never sticks. It's a free-for-all. It's survival of the fittest. It's whoever fights for it the most. And my wife said, well, maybe she just used her words to fight for it. I'm like, wow. Never thought of it that way either, Scott.
I like that.
I didn't think of it that way either. I think, now we'd say, and I like this because we got different opinions. Gimme Bezos thought the ball was hers, but then other people said they don't. Let me say, and if what does that say? The meatloaf. He's talking about meatloaf. We're talking about the story. Let's see. That's my space over there. FJM, what did he say? A meatball doesn't taste good. It's off with the cook's head. I like the comments that we're getting on this. Poor kid has a pussy for a father. Now, here we go, Widow Killer. Let's talk about this, Scott. Let's talk about the next thing. Like, how did he handle it, and how would some people in the chat or us would have handled it? And Space Nerd says she did it twice, and no, it wasn't hers. And I'm going to show you another video of her Karening somebody else at that same game, Scott. She Karened another person at the same game. I'm going to show you in a second after I read the article. What's up, everybody? Who takes anything from a child? His dad is a puss. Well, and so he thinks that he taught his son a thing about conflict resolution and shit like this. So that's why I want to talk about this. What's up, Juggalette Jen? Checking in. You guys are awesome. Enjoying this today. Let's see. 5 Flex. Jumped on Shyt. John's on BF, and BF it is. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Dad did good giving the ball back because she wasn't going to shut the fuck up, and the kid got an amazing time. So there is that argument too, that he got these experiences that he wouldn't have otherwise got if it hadn't been for this bad thing.
But when the dad gave the ball over, he didn't know that he was going to get them.
That is true. He did not know that, Scott. He had no way of knowing it would even be seen or lead to any of this. So that he gave it over just to stop the situation. Electric Head Gino says, as a male adult, the order is give it to a child. If no child is close, give it to a wife or girlfriend. If no wife or girlfriend is close, won't say, what does it say? Give it to an attractive person. Exactly. I like that theory. There you go. Awesome. Everybody's saying that is good. All right, let's continue on because I want to talk about this because I want to know, maybe we can talk about, let's see, it fell at her feet, but she also acted like an asshole to others. I cannot condone that. Let's show, I'm going to read the dad comment, and then I'll show you her Karening yet another fan during that very same game. There you go. All right, here's the dad breaking his silence, Scott. It says, the father involved in the drama surrounding a woman who demanded a home run ball during the Philadelphia Phillies game is breaking his silence. Drew Feltwell and his young son Lincoln attended the match between the Phillies and the Miami Marlins on September 5th, when a home run hit by Harrison Bader came their way at the Lone Depot Park. Several fans attempted to grab the ball, but Drew was able to secure it and walked over to give it to Lincoln, dropping it in his glove and giving him a big hug. However, the dad was met with opposition. We kind of know all that stuff, but I want to read the dad's comments because that's what this part of the story is about. I want to get into how if everybody thought dad was a bitch or if he actually did the right thing in front of his son. Now speaking with NBC 10 Philadelphia, Drew said he was attending the MLB game with his wife, daughter, and son Lincoln to mark the child's 10th birthday. The father continues to say that we were just trying to make this week about him, he told the outlet of his preteen. I felt like Super Dad putting that ball in his glove and giving him the hug, Scott. I mean, look at that moment captured right there. Yeah. And that Karen, like, I mean, he is still mid-hug, and the kid is like, bitch, what is wrong with you? What is wrong? He's got that bitch, what is wrong with you look on his face. Yeah. Explaining that he's still in disbelief that she walked down there like that. Drew told NBC 10 Philadelphia he is instead more focused on just trying to set an example how to de-escalate a situation in front of my son, Scott. Now, this is one of those moments. It's definitely a teachable moment, and you definitely got to act like you got it right. How am I going to play this for my son and for what's going on? Definitely tricky situation.
Yeah, I mean, because me myself, I'm the kind of I would yield to the woman, lady. You know, I probably wouldn't have dove for that ball because the lady was there. But but then again, if I ever got the ball and I gave it to the kid, if I was a lady and I seen it went to a kid, I wouldn't have. You know, that's just the way.
Well, I'll tell you, because the father didn't like that part of it, Scott. You're right, because in the viral video shared online for the altercation, the upset Phillies fan could be heard yelling, "Drew, that was ours. You took it from me," the woman then told the father, adding, "You took it from me. That was in my hands." After a few seconds of arguing, Drew could be seen giving in to the upset fan, reaching into his son's glove and giving it to the woman. Fine, he said, according to a fan-captured clip, prompting the woman to respond back with the same. Despite the less than ideal interaction, an employee at the stadium later brought Lincoln the bag. We saw that. The boy also met Bader. He said, "We ended up having a good night because of good people," Drew told NBC 10 Philadelphia. "I wish I had the ball for my son to put in his room next to the bat. But if I had the ball, I probably wouldn't have gotten the bat. So it worked out fine." I guess so. All's well that ends well, Scott. But he did go on to say that, and although he added that putting the ball in his glove and then taking it back out killed me, said the father. Drew said he would still respect the woman if she came forward, apologized, and returned the item. "I hope that ball means a lot to her," he said. Sounds like probably in a sarcastic tone. He told the local outlet. So I understand the pressure has been incredible on her, Scott, and that all the reports always come out, she lost her job or she should lose her job. I really don't know any of the actual status of that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The rest of that game had to be uncomfortable for her.
What was a lesbian doing at that game? I thought softball was their thing. The ladies team must have been out of town overnight. I'm going to show you. All right, I got some more clips I want to share about that, some more reaction, and then we'll get on to some other fun stories. Now, I told you I got evidence of the Karen doing it twice, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to show you the second video, and this guy's narrating this video, so take that with a grain of salt. But here, this guy's going to explain the story about the second Karen victim at the Philly game the other night. Watch this. So you saw it was red shirt guy right here, but she ain't done.
The internet has done it again. There is now a new development in the Phillies Karen saga. Not only has her full identity officially been uncovered, but it also turns out that the father-son who she stole the home run ball from were not her only victim. A new video has surfaced from the same game of her going up to another man in the stands and getting in his face too. Here she is right here. She goes right down the steps, leans in, and gets right in this guy's face too. This Phillies Karen is completely unhinged.
What the fuck, Scott? Look, there's red hair guy. Here's red shirt guy, and he's looking like, look, now the bitch is over there.
She couldn't really hear what she was saying to this guy, but I imagine it went something like this. This just shows you this is who this woman is. I hate to say this, but one of these days, if she gets in the wrong person's face, she may not like the response. And remember, this is just from one baseball game. Imagine how many times she's done this at other games, and we just didn't see it. This woman has now officially become the sports version of the Coldplay couple. And it seems that everyone's just going to keep digging and digging and digging until they bury this Karen alive.
Boom. There you go. See, Scott, and we talk about different cities with different reactions. Because that shit, she wouldn't have got away with that shit in Baltimore. Some Baltimore motherfuckers would have come back at her. You know, that was Miami, Florida. I don't know what that shit was. People out of town got their guard down or something.
Knock her out or some shit.
Mama said knock you out. Well, Widow Killer agrees with you because Widow Killer says equal rights, equal fights, bitch. You want to act like a man, I'll hit you like a man. That's how that goes. I agree with that. She done fucked up. Yeah. Oh, the hair. Yes, the hair. Equal rights, equal fights, the hair. The Phillies Karen got fired, says Juggalo Jan. I heard that, and sounds correct. Karma's a bitch is what I say. That happened after the incident when the crowd turned on her. Thank you, Electric Head Gino. There you go. So, yeah, I didn't know Elizabeth Warren was a Philly fan. All right, so everybody's having fun with this, so much so, guys might have seen me wear my yellow Savannah Bananas shirt on here before, and I went to the Savannah Bananas game, easy for me to say. Well, for those of you that don't know, the Savannah Bananas are that team that are essentially what the Harlem Globetrotters are to basketball. They come out and put on these fun shows with wild tricks and antics, and they had a little fun at the expense of this situation on the monitor at the Savannah Bananas game the other night. Here's how they handled it with humor like we do here on The Vibe. Check out this. A little reenactment, if you will. Check out what's going on in the stands. Oh, she missed it. Look, now, Scott, for those of you that are unversed, they don't have female cheerleaders. The Savannah Bananas is very male-centric, and they have a dad bod squad. So you're seeing this large guy, Bobby Nick, he is part of the dad bod squad for these Bananas, and they have pom-poms. You can see the pom-poms in his hand. Like, they don't fuck around. These guys are male. This is the dad bod squad. Now, he's part of the playoffs. Look at that shirt he's wearing, Bobby Nick. They come out and do a whole fucking dance routine in these fucking gut shirts and everything, bro. And these fucking gives the other one the ball. So proud. Look, see Scott just like a reenactment. Look, hey, that's mine. Look, that's mine. It's a Grinch. They got a Grinch. Crying, don't cry, Dad Bod, don't cry, Bod Squad. Oh my God! So that's what you do. You have fun with this shit. That was fun, They are quite the sensation this year. The Savannah Bananas are touring many major league parks. They played Oriole Park at Camden Yards 2 days. I was lucky enough to sit in the last row for one of those games. It was a lot of fun, and that was Petco Park in San Francisco, where the Giants play. And what's the Padres? It's out there in California. I think it's the Padres. Is that Padres Park? Yeah, it's Padres Park. But the Orioles just got done playing out there, and after a 3-game series, they came in with that team and they sold out that stadium at least one night, maybe 2 nights in a row. So that's kind of the fun and the sensation going on. If you ever want to see a fun sports entertainment event like that, I highly recommend the Savannah Bananas. You will have a good time, I guarantee you. Scott, I got another sports story here. The green dildo has reared its ugly head again at a sporting event. This started at multiple WNBA games. I think I showed it at a preseason game. It's back, buddy. The green dildo is back. All right. It is opening week of NFL football. Maybe we'll get Andrew's take on that. But Andrew, this happened. Thank you, Tiffany Washington. She let me know about this story. The green dildo thrown onto the field in the Cleveland Browns and Bengals game. There we go. Let me see if there's any sound to this. Here we go. Watch Scott. Oh, he's got it in his hand. Look, he had to pick it up by the ball, Scott, and throw it to the sideline. That is interesting. Like, if you had to do this, would you pick it up by the shaft? Like, that would be gay picking it up. Like, would you pick it up the dildo by the tip? You wouldn't shaft it. That would be really gay. So, and then like, there's no good way to pick this thing up, Scott. That doesn't look gay. You're picking up the balls, the tip, or the shaft. You almost have to get like a tool or something. He's got thrown it. And let's see all the people scatter when he's throwing a dildo. What the fuck is he throwing at us? There you go, dildo. Right. Electric Head Gino's got the right idea. He says, I'm not touching it. I'd kick it. Yep. There it is, folks. The green dildo has made another appearance at another sporting event. So lest anyone think this is something that's a sexist and only happening at WNBA games, it is spreading now. Let me see here. How many stories I got? I do have a couple more stories. I say we're going to have more fun with the news right here, folks. But I got the Titanic story I got to tell you about. You ever seen somebody's apartment that was made to look like the inside of the Titanic or make you feel like you're in the movie? I have that news coming up. And I want to talk about the code that all the kids are talking, all the slang that your kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews might be coming home with. The 6, 7 and all that stuff. But I think we need to take a little pause for the calls here. Right here in the middle of the news, we're going to take a little BF Live The Vibe piss break. And like I said, when we come back, I'm going to tell you about that Titanic apartment. I'm going to tell you what 6, 7 and some other slang means. I'm going to tell you about a Bikini Report that's going to tell us about Caitlin Clark's new sports promotion. That and more. But right after this, folks, you know what? Because we got to piss. It is 1:40 where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. We do a 3-hour show here. So we got to pause in the middle of it to go. Look, Scott can't wait. He's like, you're 10 minutes late, BF. So we're going to do a little commercial break right here. A piss break right in the middle of this newscast. But don't go anywhere, folks. When we come back, I will continue the news. We'll do Rock You Like a Horoscope. Harry Talk, Scott's Hole, and whatever we can get into, folks. But don't go anywhere unless you're just going to go to the bathroom or grab a drink and grab a smoke and grab a snack or grab a friend and tell them that BF Live The Vibe is fun news, other news, and not so serious news is happening right now. And we're having all the fun right over here in the midday on a Monday, folks. I'm going to run this quick 2.5-minute piss break, and we're going to continue the news and more fun right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I did, and I feel good. I knew that I would if I would just take a little piss break. And that's what we did right here on the Vibe. I'm going to leave Bobby Nick's back on the screen here. I got his piss break in earlier, buddy. Glad to see you're back up here with us.
Yeah.
All right. We were just going over a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We talked about the Howard Stern story real quick. Thanks for your information.
Shit,
you threw into well, we got time to let Andrew and Scott come back, and we're still in the middle of the news here. But we talked about the typical things that a lot of people thought that this was a negotiating tactic. That
100%.
And but I made the observation, Bobby Nick, and maybe this isn't the most astute observation, but I believe Howard Stern's doing a podcast, right? When I was watching the video that you put in our thing, I'm like, this is not the Howard Stern radio show anymore. This isn't them in a building with a studio and the guys are coming in and out and all that stuff. This is the Howard Stern podcast. So whatever negotiation they come up with, they're extending the Howard Stern podcast. That's what I watched this morning.
Yep. Exactly.
And then we watched
nobody's actually in the studio with each other. Nope. I mean, I guess they do have a crew there.
They got a crew, but they're podcasting. They got a crew too. I'm podcasting with you.
I know.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's one thing that's missing from that show for the longest time. At least when they had a crew in the back and everything, and Stern was in the building and Gary was in the building and everybody was in the building, tensions could rise and flare up, and they could bring something on air that's going on in the back, Yeah,
you have dynamics that are no longer going on because they're not in that building anymore. So it's a sense, he clowned on anybody that did a podcast, hey Robin, they do podcasts. Robin, they do podcasts. Can you believe that?
Yeah, so, now most of it is literally just him and Robin talking back and forth, or them taking phone calls.
singles.
Richard Christie and Sal coming in with something gay, doing something gay. You know, that's pretty much all it is now.
Kind of like what we're doing here, and Andrew says something gay in the middle of talking.
Yeah.
What we're doing.
Or having someone like Carrie Underwood come to his basement or something.
That ain't happening. What they've been doing, Andrew, when they have done those select things, I think they've had people in the studio. And so they're just podcast. They're, hey, you go up in the studio in New York. I'm not. I'm in my place in Florida. Like Widow Killer says right here. Apparently, Howard's not even in New York anymore. He's doing his show from his house in Florida. Yes, he got that basement all decked out during COVID to look just like his studio, to mimic it. The more and more time he spent in there, the more it exactly resembles kind of being in the studio. So, yeah, now they just got it set up where the monitor looks like he's looking at Robin, and her monitor looks like she's acknowledging Howard through the glass, but it's not. It's the Howard Stern podcast. Now we're going to continue on the Vibe Not So Serious News, and I got my bros back. In my next story, I'm going to tell you that story about the woman who has her her apartment decked out like the Titanic, Bobby Nick.
Wow.
Have you now? That's been out since the 90s. Have many of us have seen the Titanic movie, Scott? Did we talk about this before or not?
Yeah, it was a lot for me. It was the last movie I seen at the drive-in theater. Was
I knew that you had some kind of experience.
Oh, really?
I remember some story with you and the Titanic. There you go. Wow, that's a hell of a long one to see at a drive-through, but it's good if for right reasons. Well, this woman, Scott, has seen the Titanic over 500 freaking times, bro.
Holy shit.
What? I mean, that's a 3+ hour movie, Bobby Nick.
I couldn't do it.
She turns her New York City apartment into a near replica of the ship. And this is supposed to be some kind of exclusive. So I'm going to show you right here. And so, guys, Scott, we have to also figure out a crazy to hot ratio here and how much of this you would tolerate if the hotness is enough to tolerate the craziness of decorating your apartment like the Titanic. All right. Not bad. We're starting off here, right? She got little cute little thing. This is inside her apartment right here, guys. That's in her apartment. Let's read about why. What did you do? Though it's been over 27 years since the movie Titanic came out, for one woman, it felt like yesterday. Sarah Bowl loves Titanic, telling people she's seen the film over 500 times, having initially watched it with her dad when it first came out. She would often visit travel exhibits, and even as a child, she wore a necklace made of coal from the ship around her neck. Now at 38 years old, she has taken her love a step further, turning her apartment into the Titanic. So look at this, guys. She's got it like decked out with all these kind of regal furnishings, and she's trying to emulate the whole kind of Titanic look in her apartment. After visiting New York City's part exhibit, part interactive theater experience for Sleep No More, Bowl wondered why there wasn't a Titanic version. Inspired by the experience, Bowl decided to make something that felt true to the source material but was also interactive. She originally planned to decorate her apartment like the Titanic for a party. However, feeling like the apartment was never fully complete, she just kept postponing the party until everything was perfect. I'll show you a little video of her walking around after I read the article. Initially months ago, and I didn't record any of this, I was going to have a party, which I never had because I could never finish the apartment, she says. I never wanted to show anyone because in my mind, I'm like, this isn't good enough and it needs to be better. After Bowl put up ceiling and floor tiles, she realized that she could actually transform her whole apartment into a near replica of the famed ship. Then it completely got out of control, and I still add stuff like every day. So there she is. She's standing next to a model of it, Scott, a lit up model of the Titanic in her apartment. But there's one more picture I want to show you of her, and we'll see how much of this you would tolerate. Bowl has been documenting the ongoing process of turning her apartment into the Titanic on her TikTok and Instagram accounts, sometimes even asking her audience for input. She frequently posts in-depth breakdowns from each room with the items that she sourced on display. One of the items that initially inspired the project was the Titanic model her father gifted her for high school graduation, which is in the sinking room. The apartment also features an iceberg room. And Bowl transformed her living room into the Veranda Cafe, and her bedroom is styled after a suite on the ship. The also features portholes, which she embellished with blue fabric to mimic water. So look, Scott, she's got blue. She put blue fabric in them and lights to make it look like there was like lit water and shit. I mean, there's the gates that you had to go by. It says she got most of the stuff online, but there's one now, Scott. All right, so here we go, guys.
Oh, she's got crazy eyes, dude.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, guys. There you go. She's got the crazy eyes, huh? But I know that there's many guys in here that only they'll go for Britney. So these eyes ain't scaring nobody in here. So are you saying that the ratio of hot to crazy is not acceptable for you?
Well, I can fix her.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
See, there's these I think I can fix her kind of things. But there you go. Like, that's a ratio of hot to crazy right here we're talking about. I was wrong. She's just nuts. Says Electric Head,
I'll say this. She's good for a few bangs, but then you just got to throw her away. You know what I mean?
Toss her overboard, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
toss her off the boat. Let the lifeboat pick her up. All right. Let's see what everybody's saying. Flex 316 time.
How about
as soon as she puts that first portal in your wall, it's time to leave.
I'll do one better. She's good for a few banks, but throw her away to the next country.
That's kind of what Bobby Nick said.
Yeah.
Two questions from Widow Killer. Two questions. Does she have the night sky on the ceiling? And is it accurate or is it inaccurate like in the movie? Like the little stars and all that stuff? Widow Killer's really getting down to it. I was wrong. She was just nuts. Let's see. So there you go. PA is the first stop. Time. Let's see. Hoping to visit the U.S. very soon. Flex 316. Hell yeah, bro.
Nice.
PA is the first stop. Well, I'm close to PA, Flex, so let me know if I can make it happen. We'll get together. All right, who is more nuts, this chick or Perry? That is a very good question.
Shut the fuck up.
I kind of agree. So, Bob, what do you think? Like you said, a few bangs and all, but not.
Perry.
Yeah. Look, now she's got the dog too. Look.
Oh no.
See?
Oh no, she's getting the dog in the action.
Got the dog in it. Well, we got a dog story. If we get over to Scott's Hole, we got a dog story.
Perry.
Yes,
I
Andrew?
can deal with this as long as she ain't screaming, hollering, whatever.
Wow, Andrew's
I might try.
Okay, let's see. All right. You got family in Pennsylvania. It says Flex 316, bro. Well, let me know. I know Pennsylvania's a big state, but if you're down close enough to me to Maryland, maybe we can get together or something. She probably wouldn't brag about blowing James Cameron. There you go. All right. Yeah, Scott, I thought the same thing too. Like she looks very attractive, but I got the crazy out of the eyes too, buddy. Plus, it was easy to get crazy out of the eyes when you know that's her apartment.
Yeah.
Easy to get. So
she ain't gonna settle for nobody that doesn't look like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right. And then Scott, then you have to watch the movie 500 more times with her in between trying to get with her. You would have to put up with that. Wow. So there you go. I don't know. There's I always say with the girls with tattoos, there's a crazy to tattoo ratio, crazy to hot ratio, and maybe this apartment chick. But there you go. A woman loves Titanic so much, she decorated her apartment and seen it over 500 times. Let's run this little video of here. This is a little walking tour showing her friends the apartment. Let's see if they have a little. Hang on, let me change my screen share to this. Let me make it full screen, and then let's run this for you. Here we go. Here's her friend checking the place out.
It sounds like the floor's cracking like ice.
What's crunching on the floor? Jesus.
It's supposed to sound like cracking ice, I guess.
Well, you're probably right, Scott. Because this is the iceberg room. Yeah. She has a sinking room when the boat was sinking, where the scene is where they're sinking. She called this one the iceberg room. See? Whoa, look. Ice room. I've seen this. Holy shit. I am the iceberg. Flex is all up on this being down in Australia. Is this the damn bathroom? I just got to piss. I'm just trying to find a toilet in here. It does look like a toilet down there near the floor, doesn't it?
Is
that the toilet? I don't know.
No, that's too much.
There you go. And then you got to try to have a relationship and not have sex with that in the midst of that right here. The lady that sees the Titanic over 500 times and was inspired to decorate her house, her apartment, just like that. And there was some talk, Bobby Nick, they were saying, well, if this gets out, because a lot of people rent in New York, that they might get evicted or something like that, Scott, for like doing all this over decoration. But she claims it's all very easy up and down. It's taped up there. It's very simple, Bobby Nick, is her counter to that argument?
I don't know.
Looks cool though. Mr. Freeze, says Widow Killer checking in. Yeah, Mr. Freeze. Looks cool. Yeah, it's the same. MR feels called. He wants his room back. All right. All right, let's get on with another story I have here on the Vibe Not So Serious News. Now we're going to get into the slang. So we're getting into the thumbnail stories that I promised you. I did the first one about the lady that decorated her apartment to be a replica of Titanic. First of all, let's acknowledge Cup and Bowl before we get on to the next story. Happy Monday. How is everyone today? Cup and Bowl. Checks in on the Vibe Not So Serious News. How you doing? We're doing okay, man. Wow. Says Lex 316. You know, guys, I don't really try to keep up with the slang anymore. You know, when you have children around of a certain age, we all know that they keep us young and hip and they keep stuff coming in and out of our ears that wouldn't otherwise coming in. But now my daughters are older. I'm not up on this stuff no more. But one of my daughters is a school teacher. So they actually came in saying some of these sayings that we're about to talk about. I'm talking about back to school slang and what the kids are saying nowadays. Widow Killer says, I wouldn't be surprised if she had a Titanic-shaped dildo. Absolutely. The ship ran aground. Let me see, where is it? All right, we get it. Probably does. LOL, here we go. Okay, so let's get into the slang now because... Turn my sounds off. All right, I'm going to do this. Oh.
I have a serious question.
Do you?
It's got me thinking. like, my wheels are turning. Out of 100, I wonder how many out of 100 girls would own a dildo.
Oh my God.
There's Andrew imagining women using dildos right here on the Vibe. Not So Serious News.
Probably 50%, something like that.
Got a son in high school, says Flex. So you're still getting a little bit of it here, Flex. Let's see how this compares to what's going on down there in Australia. If you guys got some of these crazy saying, it's got you saying, what's up, Sean Riggle checking in, you fucking orange Cassie loving hump. Andrew, I have a serious question. Scott proceeds to laugh, and he was right. Geesh, Andrew. Scott's always right. How many out of 100? Flex wants to know. How many ladies out of 100 own dildos out there? Please let Andrew know so he can imagine you using them. All right. But I'm going to get on to the next story in the
All of them but my mother.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yes, don't want to imagine that one. No, nobody wants that. All right. Let's get into the slang right here on the Vibe. So I literally had this conversation, Bob. My daughter is a music teacher. She's starting her 6th year teaching music this year. She started during the pandemic. And so she teaches these middle-aged school kids, the ones that are saying these very sayings. And we were having a conversation about, my kids are saying 6-7 to me. My kids are saying this and that to me. And I thought, well, I'll cover this here for my knowledge and maybe everybody here on the Vibe that has some kids in school or whatever. What does 6-7 mean? Learn this back to school slang.
I got your 6, which means I got your back.
Okay, Andrew. But do you know what 6-7 means?
No.
How about this? Let me start the article, Andrew. Are Skibbity, Riz, and Sigma out? It's back to school season, and students are not just bringing home stomach bugs. They are also saying new words and phrases that in no way make sense to anyone out of grade school or are not chronically correct or not chronically online. Excuse me. What kids are saying these days seem to move faster than the speed of light thanks to social media. And to some, today's slang might not even appear to correlate with the words or phrases that kids are even looking to shorten. In a TikTok video posted on September 3rd, user Mr. Lindsay, a teacher and comedian known for breaking down Gen Alpha slang, said students are repeatedly saying, "You stole my brain rot." The ever popular 6-7 and Sidiby, SDIYBT, Sidibit, if you will. Here's a look at some of the words and phrases and emojis being used by Gen Alpha right now. All right, first, this one's pretty simple, Scott. This one's brain rot. We're all familiar with brain rot, right?
Yeah.
Right? So brain rot, according to this article, this doesn't seem like a big reach. Us older ones can get this one. To get the ball rolling, it's worth defining brain rot. The noun can describe a state of being impacted by increased social media usage or content that has little or no substantive value, right? So we would do like things for brain rot, like watch TV or whatever. So it says these days, brain rot is largely used to describe the latter and can serve as an umbrella term for words and phrases below. The phrase that you stole my brain rot is specifically in reference to Roblox game called Steal Brain Rot. In the fast-paced, high-style game, users are tasked with stealing other players' brain rot, which appears as different silly characters throughout the game. So there you go. So that's brain rot. I didn't know it had to do with Roblox, guys. But brain rot is our first term that you kids might be coming back and forth to school from with here on the Vibe Story. Now here's the 6'7", Bobby Nick. My daughter, I literally heard this first from my school teaching daughter, and she says, my kids are throwing this 6'7" around. And we were discussing it, trying to figure it out because she's in her like mid-20s now, so she's not down with every one of these phrases either. The origin of 6'7", it's a less meaningful phrase, and it's less meaningless when used as a response. Here's the origin of 6'7". The origin of 6'7" is derived from a song called Doot Doot, released by rapper Skrilla in December of 2024. In the song, Skrilla sings, the way that switch, I know he dying, 6'7", I just blipped the right on the highway. According to Know Your Meme database for Meme Scott and the internet slang, some people say the 6'7" in the song is a reference to 67th Street, perhaps in Philadelphia, where the rapper is from. But Skrilla, the artist, had not confirmed the number's meaning as of September 4th, Scott, so they basically have no confirmed meaning, but it's just 6'7". So they're just throwing it out there. I don't know how long it would take to get in the song, but that's the song it's from. The same day of the song's release, TikTok user Matvi Grinblatt posted a video of Charlotte Hornets point guard LaMelo Ball. In the video, Grinblatt discusses Ball's height, which is 6'7". At the point in the video, the lyric from Doot Doot in which Skrilla sings 6'7" is dubbed. As of September 4th, the TikTok video had more than 10 million views.
Holy.
Several other videos dubbing Skrilla's lyrics grew in popularity at the start of 2025. While the line was initially used in reference to Ball's height, it began to morph. For example, in late January, TikTok user Tibioti posted a video with the on-screen caption, I got 67 out of 100 on that test. What about you? The video is set to Skrilla's song in which 6'7" is played. The second half of the on-screen caption reads, me because I heard 6'7". And as of September 4th, the video has 3.67 million views. It said it died down.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I know. At some point, I'm just reading words. I'm just reading a bunch of words, Scott, because I'm trying to keep up with the kids, too. So all we know is it's from the 6'7". I'll try to move on. Let's get on to the next one. Let's get on to SDIYBT. And this stands for Start Digging in Your Butt, Twin.
What?
Start digging in your butt, twin. The phrase may sound crude, but it really doesn't have any meaning. It's just a phrase that became repeatable, and it may become more common to hear kids just saying, using city bit. The origin of city bit is derived from another shorter slang, digging in your butt, twin, which went viral in July. Oh, and here's where it comes from, Bobby Nick. The catchphrase took off when a content creator posted a clip from SpongeBob SquarePants episode, Welcome to the Chum Bucket. In the episode, the character of Plankton asks a robot with SpongeBob's brain in it to make him a Krabby Patty. But in the viral clip, the robot's response is dubbed over with the start digging in your butt, twin. So that's where this comes from, Bobby Nick. It's just a nonsensical stand. Though City Bit became popular this summer, memes with the phrase actually date back to 2019, according to Know Your Meme. Let's watch this video right here. This is the SpongeBob video.
And I want you to make me a Krabby Patty!
Start digging in your butt, twin.
What?
What? Start digging in your butt, twin. Oh, my God.
That's just weird.
All right, now let's get on. It's the kids, Bobby Nick. I'm not saying we're going to fully understand it all, but it's the kids. All right, there's another. I think this might be the last one. Actually, no, there's two of them. Our next one is Clock It. I think this is Was that Scott?
Yeah, I've heard this one here.
This is you actually heard clock it, huh?
Yeah, I've heard it used in this one of my locals, Tafia Chus, as constantly. That's her thing. She says clock it all the time. Whenever she's getting ready to make a profound statement or make a clock it, she'll say.
Well, Scott is already up on this one. Clock it is used as validation, and it's given to someone who is sharing new information or gossip. Yeah, you better clock that shit, yo. Clock it. You can clock it. The phrase is used in conjunction with a finger and a thumb tap, in which the person taps and flips their thumb and forefinger together to represent miniature clapping. My daughter was familiar.
Use that.
All right, clock that shit, Andrew. Clock it.
Yeah.
Use that.
The origin of clock it phrase or associated. The tinker tap are murky, but it is likely derived from the African American vernacular English. Specifically, the phrase may have roots in ballroom culture, the subculture found by Black and Latino communities, according to 2190, an online publication dedicated to telling these stories. The phrase has made its way into mainstream several times over the years. In 2023, for example, drag queen Monica Beverly Hills, I don't know who that is, sang her original song, Not a Soul Can Clock, on episode 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. So clock it, Andrew. Clock it.
Oh, this one actually makes some sense.
That's not a bad one, Bobby Nick. And I think this last one, this one shouldn't make us feel too dumb either or cause brain rot, Bobby Nick. What's up? How you doing there, Tyranny, checking in? Everybody's checking in with each other on the vibe. Bob, the last one is simply the dead rose emoji, buddy. The definition of the wilted rose emoji is used to represent damage or heartbreak. That's pretty straightforward, right? A damaged or dead rose. The dead rose emoji was added to the Unicode, the Universal Character Language, in 2016 as part of its 9.0 update. One of the most popular satirical uses of the emoji was in 2023.
Broken-hearted emojis left.
I don't know, Andrew. But they used it in X, posted a AI-generated photo of Peter Griffin from The Family Guy sitting in a dark room looking out his window. And the caption said, "If I told you a flower bloomed in the dark room, would you trust it?" The line is from Kendrick Lamar's 2018 single, Poetic Justice. There you go, guys. So there is our... I don't know how much... good thing I ain't going to test you, Scott. I'm not going to ask you to retain any of that, buddy, because it gets a little wordy, didn't it?
Man.
Just trying to figure it out.
Kids are stupid.
Yes, exactly. Hey. And by the time we figure it out, Scott, they'll be on to other slang. So
Did we have anything back in the day that was like totally nonsensical that we just randomly blurted out?
I don't know. Like we would say like radical dude or bro radical or so. I don't know, but just like there's little crazy words. I don't know.
Yeah. Those meant something.
Bobby, remember this one? I got you 6.
You just said it a half an hour ago.
Yeah,
that's why I remember it. I think. And Andrew was in the military. That's why, folks. People think that he's got like CP or nothing. No, Andrew was. Nope.
Yeah.
False valor. Big valor. Okay, we did that one. Now, here's. I got some examples of it being used. Do you want to see? Here's how fathers are handling it nowadays, Scott. And I bet if you and I had school age kids, we would probably handle all of this slang, Bobby Nick, in the same way this guy does right here.
Hi fam. I'm kind of feeling skibbity, so I've got off my get to
look at the kids horrified in the back of the car. So the dad pulls up to the drive-thru and he uses his drive-thru order and he uses all the slang or much of the slang that we just discussed in the story, guys. Listen.
Oh wow.
Listen for the slang words he's throwing out there. Every one of them are in here.
Hi fam. I'm kind of feeling skibbity, so I've got off my get to come up to rizz up McChicken, please. IRL. Thanks. That sounds Sigma. It's just vibe check. I'm thirsty, so maybe. Do you have a medium lemonade? Oh, that sounds bussin'. Do you have the sundae? Oh, if you have the sundae, I will hit the gritty. No cap. Oh, my daughters are shook.
I'll hit the
salty. Yeah. Oof. Let's go chocolate. Weird flex. Small bit great.
Look at the cringe, Scott.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. The cringe on the daughters is the best. The cringe on the daughters is the best.
Hi, fam. I'm kind of feeling.
This is why I love Aussie, says our friend Widow Killer checking in. There we go. Oh shit, it's Tiffy time. New World, says our friend Flex316. There you go, guys. We got Australian stuff. About the same. There you go. He says it's about the same. And we had an actual example of an Australian right there actually putting all of those slang words into use, Bobby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fun shit. All right, we're having fun, but we're gonna wrap up this fun newscast, and we're gonna get into other fun stuff. Like we got to check maybe the National Day calendar, go down Scott's Hole. It is Monday, so we'll see what's going on. Perry talk, all that stuff. We're getting through the news. We're having extended fun today. I'm gonna end every this newscast the way I end every BF Live the Vibe positive newscast over here with a sexy bikini report. And Andrew, this is about WNBA star Caitlin Clark, buddy. Any opinions on Caitlin Clark? Oh, let me bring it back on screen first of all. Let's see. Here you go. Scott's like, you got to bring it back on, BF, first before we even say something.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Could outball any NBA player right now.
You feel that way? Interesting. Yeah, for all these moves for equality and meshing the races, I don't know why they don't just mix the league. Why don't they have a blended league? But I digress. The WNBA has been going on for years. I don't think it's made a dime since it's been going, but that's not stopping them from keeping going. And, now that they have this big star in Caitlin Clark out of there, I think they really made a big deal out of her coming in out of college and joining up, and they hope that would kick the whole league in the ass. I think it did a little bit, but I don't know. She's going to tell you about the deal that Caitlin Clark got, though, yes? Because when you become famous, Andrew, you got to get a Nike deal. So let's find out about this Nike deal that Caitlin Clark got with a sexy bikini report right here on The Vibe to wrap up this fun BF Live The Vibe other news segment.
Caitlin Clark is a basketball star and an absolute media phenomenon, so it's only right that she should have her own logo. And given that it comes to her courtesy of Nike, her logo will likely be a star in its own right. Her apparel collection is expected in early October, and her signature shoe will arrive sometime next year. In the meantime, if you want to email this logo to your friends...
There's the logo, Andrew. What do you think, sir? They're trying to do, remember, Michael Jordan famously has the air guy, him doing the air dunk. So now this is going to be the Caitlin Clark logo. Andrew, what do you think, buddy?
Dumb.
Yeah, it doesn't look very exciting, does it? Let's see.
I recommend you CC it. Okay, that was a lot of hype, and long term, I'm sure it'll be justified. But I'm also trying to pump myself up because this has been a rough year for Caitlin stans. After seeming to be unbreakable for so much of her career, she's been hampered by injuries all season. And after coming back possibly prematurely, she's been out with a groin injury since mid-July. But hey, maybe none of that would have happened if she'd been wearing her own shoes with her own logo, right? So what do you think of Caitlin's logo? Look like something you'd want to rock? Let us know in the comments and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
There you go. Let me get the Andrew take on this. Yes, Andrew.
Or wear a vagina cup.
Hang on, wait. We're gonna ask a guy about shoes that don't wear any, and he's talking about a vagina cup. Andrew, what do you think about this? Yes. Really? Okay. I'll talk so you can have something to say.
He could have worn a vagina cup to keep it groin intact.
I cannot understand anything he's saying.
She could have wore a vagina cup to keep her groin intact. Yeah. Unfortunately, I speak very fluent Andrew, and I heard every word of that. Her boyfriend is dicking her down too hard. Boyfriend? I don't know. But so I saw many people, this girl don't always wear the great bikinis, but some people were liking this one, Scott. What's your take on this bikini, huh?
It's bananas.
it's bananas. Let's say, there you go. Trying to get that logo away from her vagina. And I do agree, Bikini Report, shout out. We got to get these girls spinning. It has to be like this. They have to be spinning the whole time. They have those in New York, Scott. All the street hucksters, you can go stand on this. You can put your phone on this thing and stand on this thing, and it'll spin around you, and you can see the whole 360. Simple. That's all you need. We want to see these girls' asses, right? Right, Andrew?
I don't think Caitlin Clark would even look good nude.
Ooh, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, she has that thin athletic body, much like our girl, but that finished off the sexy bikini report. That's how we finish off every BF Live The Vibe positive newscast, the other news. That's what we did, folks. See, I tricked you. We just hung out for probably more than an hour talking about news and current events, and we had fun doing it, dare I say. But now let's get on with some other fun here, because that was nothing but the Vibe, not so serious news. BF Live, the vibe. Right here in the midday is what you're watching right here. We're hanging out with Scott, Bobby, Nick, Andrew, and the chat family. Getting the weekend started off on a positive note here on this Monday. This is stream show 378. As I'm looking through mailboxes, I see people sending me content and ideas and fun messages. I got some videos I'm gonna play with you, and then we're gonna get into some other fun stuff. But first, I gotta figure out which way I'm going. And you know, I don't think I'd mind this so much. I use the GPS. Every now and then when I'm getting around and I don't know where I'm going, I use it, and it's got the kind of the basic computer voices. But I've often wondered, I think you can use like on Waze, I think you can use like British people, or you can like program your voices. I might get this girl's voice right here for mine, Scott. Or maybe some of my Southern friends might want to get this girl. Let me know if you would get this voice on your GPS.
Hi, y'all. I'm begging someone to let me be their navigation system voice. See that red light up ahead? I'm going to need you to go to it, and then you're going to have to make a turn right. And then it's going to go up a little
Sounds like
ways,
Mandy
and you're gonna
Diff.
turn left.
Oh, it sounds like Mandy Diff. It's Mandy Diff GPS in here. Oh, my God. You know what, Scott? I think you are. I wasn't picking up on that at first, but you are kind of right about that. Little Mandy
Got a
Diff.
cock in here. Better slow down. The law's up ahead. You've arrived at your destination. There was a wreck, so let's turn it back and reroute us. Stay on I-75 for 20 miles. Hi, y'all. I'm begging.
There you go. I might get that, Scott. And that's the next best thing to the NASCAR GPS. It said in 500 feet, turn left. In 500 feet, turn left. In 500 feet, turn left. I want to thank, I think Juggalette Jen snuck in here. Did you do? No, she did one. She gave a gift to one that I didn't acknowledge because she's a member defender. And people are, because of Pecan and Juggalette Jen, people are like waking up every day, getting in their mail going, what is this gifted membership I've gotten from BF Live? Welcome to the family. I have a clip of, it's Australian, but some, same but better, says Flex. Falk as comedy. There you go. Flex is hanging out down under, having fun with us right here on the vibe, doing what we do. Let me close some of these things. Oh, Scott, I wanted to share this with you, buddy. You might recognize this and know this right away. This is just a clip I'm going to play in between some other fun stuff we're going to do. This is pertaining to guitar, Scott. Okay. Now, I started watching this and listened to it for what it was. Do you remember? Do you recognize this just on the
That's
look?
Yngwie Malmsteen.
Fuck yeah. I knew Scott would know this, Scott.
Playing that Fender Strat. Yeah.
Wow. Now, this is very interesting. I just like the musicality of this, Scott, because I listened to this at first and I'm like, what am I even listening to? It took me a second and a third time listening to this, but essentially, Widow Killer, don't tell him, but that in fact is Perry's guitar right there. Don't tell him that.
Shut the fuck up.
Yngwie Malmsteen has your guitar now. Yes, Scott. Scott is my guitar expert right here on the vibe. So Scott knows that this is Yngwie Malmsteen, an old video. Scott, you'll see it's called like Echo something or another, but essentially he is playing both parts on the top of the guitar, and he's fingering it the top of the guitar, and he's playing it on the bottom, but he's playing it as a harmony. So he goes do 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 do, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So watch this video. I just like the musicality of this, Scott, and I was really impressed the timing and the repetition and just how well this was done. It's just a little fun in between, big right here, a little guitar time right here.
Sounds something like this.
Echo Etude. So yeah, I like that, Scott. He's got it so tweaked up with his effects that he's fingering that part on the fingerboard, and then he's also playing the similar part like row 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 your boat. He's playing it, down and continued, right? Yeah. What we got? You got a comment.
If you guys look at his guitar frets there, and you might think that look a little weird. That's because his fretboard has been scalloped.
Wow, you're right, Scott. Scott knows his shit. So that gives you a deeper place to put your finger, but that doesn't make sliding as easy, does it?
No.
Wow, I have never noticed a deep fretboard like this, Scott.
Yeah, that's pretty damn deep.
I appreciate your powers of guitar observation. I didn't, Scott, I've watched this video 4 times and I didn't notice the depth of the fretboard. So that's why I brought it here on the vibe to share with my friends to get even more fun out of it.
Yeah.
Just playing both parts at the top and the bottom, just a little bit off.
I got deep butt cheeks.
Top and the bottom. He's doing the same thing, right, Scott?
Right, yeah.
Just a little off of each other. He's doing it on one end and then he does it on the other.
Yep.
There you go. I thought that was really cool, Scott. You know what? That came up in my feed, and two things I thought. First of all, I thought that's pretty cool, and then number two, when I thought about bringing it in here, I said, I bet my boy Scott, being such a fan of guitar and guitar players, he probably already knew about that, and I was right about that. So, Gary, I know Angel would like it if Perry said, how pissed would Perry be if Jim did this to his guitar?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, he is an excellent guitar player. He's getting taught by Yngwie Malmstrom. Let's see. I know Angel would like it. That's built for this song. I was neat for Flex 316. I'm glad everybody likes that. Well, since we're talking about Perry and we need somewhere to go, why don't we do just that and go over to Perry Caravella Live and see what's up? Because it is Monday, and Mondays we like to talk about Perry in the middle of the day to get pumped up for Monday Night PCL. In the middle of the day, we do it right here on the Vibe by way of Perry Talk. That's what we're going to get into. I'm out here. I'm watching you, Perry. I'm outside of apartment 102 using the cameras. Thank you, Tom, and producer Jim for letting me use the doorbell camera, the Ring camera. I'm keeping an eye on Perry, making sure Randy or anybody don't slip in and out of here.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, we know you're getting down with Randy. We know what's going on here. Let's get into some Perry talk.
He's
let's
getting ready
see.
to start jerking it.
He started, yeah. Who, Andrew? Oh, shit. There we go.
No, I'm just chilling.
Now slide to the left, to the right, to the front, 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 to the front.
Water bottles.
Searching guitar porn, not guitar porn. Oh, well, actually, there probably was a little bit of related to guitar porn based on who he was searching for. So you guys know that about a month ago, he rushed off.
Right now.
What?
I wish I could stand up because my butt itches.
Okay. Well, Andrew's butt itching in the middle of me doing Perry talk. All right, I'm going to tell you about, let's say, I wonder if Perry watched any more long cocked videos. Yes, we have more information from his web searches, Scott. The other night, we were talking about how when I did Perry Talk, he searched his very best friend's widow, Angel Ferrara, even though she's not a porn star, Bobby Nick, and has never done porn. Perry is so fucking horny and wishing maybe she did porn and maybe she's out there. And Tom humiliated him by just sharing his basic web search and Angel Ferrara. So he's been very naughty on some streams recently, Scott. So he finally did a penalty stream on Saturday.
Right.
Tom said, you know what? You've been a very bad boy. But you were watching a little bit, were you?
Yeah, right before the show, I was catching up.
Before you did No Filter. Yeah. They did a penalty stream because he's been very bad lately. Darting off his streams. He darted off a Bob stream. He's turning power off. He's doing all kind of shit. There was a little article talking about the Perry Chronicles, which went down. Here's some of his search results, guys. Look at this. Let's look at this. He looked on September 5th, sexy car mechanic search. How about Janet Mason? I don't know who that is. Then he searched trimmed pussy. You sure this isn't Andrew's search there, buddy? Andrew, you got a friend in Perry, don't you?
I don't even have access to porn.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Scott, you don't have access to porn. What the hell?
I can't search.
Why did he
maybe-
look up long cock?
Exactly. So that's what came out. And so Tom says, "You searched long cock, Perry," and he's like, "I didn't search it. It's in the menu." And so people are like, "Yeah, okay, so let's give you that." Tom not even giving him that. Tom said he searched it. But even Scott, even if it came in a drop-down menu, he still clicked on a selection that said long cock. It's right there. He clicked on it. So he was disputing with Tom whether he typed it in or not. It don't matter, Perry. You clicked on long cock.
Shut the fuck up.
You wanted to see large penis, you horny bastard. He was late to the penalty stream as well. I know, Widow Killer. And he was getting in so much trouble, threatening to turn the power off multiple times. I said, Widow Killer, I said, he's going to get a penalty stream off of his penalty stream. He was fucking up so bad. So let's see. We got the Perry emojis being used by FJM because he's a member, and that's how we have fun here on The Vibe. Thank you, FJM, for supporting me with a monthly membership. He was late for that one. For that asshole Brian Clauder, the bots are running. I wonder if Perry watched any more long cock videos. So that's what we're getting into. So Scott, yeah, after the Angel Ferrara search came out, then we've discovered he was searching for long cock. That was his. Not just any long cock. I got some more updates for you.
My camera.
you know, this just reminded me of something we did do on No Filter. It reminded me of Bobby Nick was looking up the average black man's penis size, white man's penis size.
You got that showing up in your cookies, Bobby Nick, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God, let me see. What do I have here? Oh shit, where'd it go? God damn it. Oh, I got this one.
Squeeze on my nuts.
There you go, I got that one. What is that? In my eyes. I got something. What was that eye? God damn it. I have the moments left with whoa. La penis? What? A la penis? No, I didn't say that. Let me see.
I would let you suck on me 7 ways till Sunday.
Oh, no, not that one either. Let me see.
I want to fuck Bobby Nick so bad here.
I didn't even say that. What the fuck, man? My subconscious, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how vaginas work.
That's the one I was trying to find. There we go. Let's see. Searching for love in all the wrong places. Perry Caravello must be the same kind of guy because that's what they called that stream. Is searching for love. His internet search in all the wrong places. You can click on it. Click on that. Now, see, there's an ad. Bob tried to do a show with Granny over the weekend. Boys, did you see this?
Oh,
Gators and Birds with Granny over the weekend.
I jumped in. I watched the show, but toward the end, and then I didn't see Granny there.
Well, because Granny was late and gay.
Oh.
Granny had his problem du jour that he had to deal with or whatever, so he was late. And I think he might have left out early on Bob. So Granny wasn't able to make it, but the guys over there on Perry Caravello Live were nice enough to retweet it out to let you know that he was doing it. The large cock link had one of his girlfriends. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly, Wavy G. Scott, that's how he tried to play it off, bro, by saying he wasn't really looking at the long cock. The girl he knew was the one that he wanted to see in the long cock video. So there's some dispute over that, why he was really looking up long cock or not. Here's the next one. It says, when she asked for the last onion ring while you're at Chili's. Let's see how Perry would do. Let's see how he would handle this.
Hey, you fucking whore! That'll never happen! I ain't fucking know you fucking bitch! You dirty, filthy fucking whore! You disgusting, fat, doll-faced fucking Pillsbury bitch!
Pillsbury bitch? What is that?
Hey, you fucking whore!
Pillsbury bitch. Yeah, some of his cracks and his comeback lines aren't great, and they're always based on whatever Tom previously said or what somebody said in the chat. Now, Scott, we've learned that he doesn't even just like long cocks. He likes super cocks. Yes. One of the searches came up super cock. Like one of the videos he watched said super for super large cock. When you can't sleep, so you need your super cocky. There's Perry in bed searching, and he's looking up super cock right there. Super long cock. That's what he needs to see to go to bed. Now look, there's Theo Brando saying send that Angel Ferrara porn in. He wants that porn of his best friend's his widower right here on the Vibe on Perry Talk. Let's scan through. Now here is an embarrassing browser history, Scott. Now here is him disputing, I think. This is probably him disputing whether he searched for long cock or long cock appeared and he just grabbed the long cock. He just here we go. Let's see what he says.
I didn't
I don't type these in, you motherfucker! You scroll on the fucking page and that's what comes up!
That's a search.
Scroll on the fucking page, you goddamn retard! You realize what it is!
Oh, no.
And that's what's not gonna fucking with me, you god son of a bitch! We're done! Oh, the electricity's off!
He done this about 3 or 4 times Saturday, Scott. The electricity off.
You search.
It's called scroll on the list.
No, it's called.
You're going through.
So this was the whole argument, Scott. He thought it wasn't as gay because he didn't actually type the letters in. We got down to this. Tom was saying, you searched this, and he's like, it's a scroll. And then finally we were like, we don't care if you searched it or scrolled it. You clicked on long cock.
Search history. This is search history.
Right, because of the people that are on the picture that I saw on the screen.
That's different. Why are you typing it? Because it's in quotes. Why are you?
I'm not typing any. You don't type in the long cock search. I saw a girl. Okay.
Oh, okay. Did she have a long
that was
cock?
getting laid.
By a long cock? Where'd the long cock come into this?
I never typed that in the search bar.
Did you need to type something else?
I never typed that in the search
Moderate
bar.
cock. Medium cock.
Somebody snuck it.
I never typed that in the search bar. There's no way in hell I would type that in the search bar.
Okay, but it says it right here. It's on your computer.
I
It's
don't
not
give
on
a
mine.
fuck what it says right there. I know how the computer's always hacked too.
Hacked.
Oh, okay, so it's hacked.
Somebody hacked him and put long cock. Put it in his search.
Hey, why don't you just come clean? We're not going to judge you.
I'm not gay, nor would I ever do type that
Didn't
fucking
say you're
word.
gay. Didn't
No
say
word
you're
in
gay.
there.
Didn't say you're gay.
Long cock. Please.
All right, if you ask, you get a long cock. Long cock, please. Says Perry Caravello. Sounds like he's begging. Now, this they showed yesterday. For those of you who kind of deeper fans, I remember this is from when they made the trip to the East Coast when they came to Pottstown. And one of the things they did is they did a little diversion up to the boardwalk in Atlantic City so they could get their Atlantic City East Coast kind of vibes. And I think they stopped in when Anthony was still in Compound Media, and they did a guest spot on Compound Media. But this is them having fun on their last East Coast trip. But they shared this yesterday because it's the start of the football season. So let's see Perry's athletic prowess. He's about to fall over. This guy thinks he can see. He's about to fall over throwing a ball. He's throwing like a...
Shut the fuck up.
There you go. That's what it looks like. Perry's an athletic supporter. He's an athletic supporter. Let's see. He's a size queen. Wavy G said, went past. Hot Amy hacked the long cocks. Exactly. Hot Amy got into the computer and she typed in long cocks, not Perry Caravello. Then again, plenty of gay guys have a relationship with women in the past that have resulted in kids. There you go. I've had 3 neck surgeries. Yeah, whenever you embarrass him on something, he always pulls out the surgery thing. Uh-oh. No, they even touched on the Philly Karen thing. My fanny pack. Do you understand me? You're not allowed to touch my fanny pack. There you go. And there's the Karen trying to get the fanny pack from Perry. You ain't getting that fanny pack. That would be a good matchup. Seeing it, what if Karen would have came up to Perry? That would have been amazing. I got you back in, Andrew. That would have been amazing. All right, now here's a classic video right here that they're showing here. Perry's never going to dance again. Let's play this right here. I think this might be the last video, and then I'll let you know that PCL is coming on tonight. And Andrew will complain about something. Yes.
I'm irritated as fuck right now. I've explained to them multiple times when the camera button is off, they cannot, you guys cannot see us.
That's why I put you backstage when I heard somebody coming in the room. We'll protect their anonymity, Andrew. As I continue with Perry talk. Oh, this is the watermelon one. I love this one. I think he puts the rubber bands around the watermelon right here. Here we go. On Perry talk.
I am not son of a bitch! Fuck off!
Let's get
Dance,
Let's get in
Perry.
the hallway and do some disco dancing. That's a good way to go out. I like that.
No!
I know, Gino.
No! God damn it!
I'll play some disco music.
Fuck you!
And then, Perry, I guarantee you, I was in a disco outfit, like white. Bathrobe.
I'm not doing any
Hey, Perry.
motherfucking dancing! Kiss my ass! I'm into this right now!
No, you're not. You're doing a
You're
sneaky
gonna
clean
make
right
me
now.
fucking yell at you! I'm done with you! We're done! You fucking prick! I'm not dancing at all!
The couch. Let's do the couch. Get on the
Never
couch.
gonna dance again.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking bastard!
Let's get on the couch.
We're done!
Good night!
We're done. Gino knows what was coming next. Gino knew exactly what was coming next because he'll be in the chat later on tonight for Perry Caravel Alive because it happens at 4 Pacific. That's 5, 6, 7 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States. I'll be hanging out in the chat with Electric Head Gino and all you fun people and see how long it takes to get Perry Caravello to say that he is in fact done. 4 Pacific, 7 o'clock East. Well, there's an old clip right here from the comedy Rock Resurrection, Scott. You know, we're seeing and learning more and more about this older Perry stuff, buddy. I wasn't really this deep into Perry before we got into him. Were you?
No, I didn't know nothing of him until
All this stuff, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, like when we started doing these shows and I started looking for internet Shyt, I noticed the Cartnarks thing. And then when Bone Loads picked up on it, he's like, oh my God, Perry's my dude. I love Perry. And because Bone Loads turned me on to him a couple years ago, that's how I got turned on to Perry. But this wasn't going on then, Scott. So I enjoy watching Bob and Perry. If you check Bob and Jim from PCL, they do a show called The Perry Chronicles. It's normally like the day after they do a Perry Caravello Live, so look for that tomorrow. And what they'll do is they're going to show you some old stuff right here. This is the Pure Rock Resurrection show that Perry Caravello did on public access TV many years before he did what we know now as PCL. So we can see him doing all these creepy, fun interviews, Scott. But I like watching Jim and Bob talk about this stuff because Jim's been around for a minute and he'll let you know some of the characters and the goings on around this the Pure Rock Resurrection kind of show. So I'm going to show this clip right now for people like us, myself and you, and anybody else that doesn't really know about this. Let's take you back with a little classic clip right here on Perry Talk. This is from the days of the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection kind of public access TV show, if you will, right here.
I'm Scary Perry. I'm back with the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection with Hellrage.
When I see him with his hair pulled back, he reminds me of like a gayer Jay Thomas. He gives me Jay Thomas vibes, but like an feminine Jay Thomas, Scott. There we go.
That's Hellrage there.
Whoa, this looks like either like the American Chopper Crew or three guys from Metallica or Sepultura or something. Let me see.
Okay. Hellrage. Not Hellrage. Rage. See, look at the shirt.
Oh.
There's a hell.
It's okay, people do it all the time.
Rage.
Hello Rage. That's a band, Scott. I never heard of that one. Hello Rage.
No,
that's pizza.
I know the A was there for a reason, but I thought it was like a division of hell and rage. I don't know. So let me ask you guys some questions here. Out of all you guys here, which one of you is still virgin? When you guys are on the road, who jerks off the most?
Why are you asking a bunch? Do you know, Scott, have you ever sat in with a bunch of guys and asked who is still the virgin among them? What the hell is wrong with him?
The way to San Jose?
Who's the virgin?
And what's your favorite strip club? Anybody have any topics they'd like to bring up?
What are these? What is? He's asking them. What the fuck? One more time.
I'm Scary Perry. I'm back with the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection with Hellrage.
That's Hellrage there, Perry. Hellrage. Not Hellrage. Rage. See, look at the shirt.
Oh.
There's a hell.
It's okay, people do it all the time.
Rage. That's pizza.
That's pizza.
You know the A was there for a reason, but I thought it was like a division of hell and rage.
They're playing my theme song for the next
So
segment we're
let
gonna
me
get
ask you
into.
guys some questions here. Out of all you guys here, which one of you is still virgin?
That is, I have never sat amongst a group of guys, privately or especially in front of camera, Scott, and said, which one of you is a fucking virgin? What is wrong? He just want to know about their penis activity, much like our boy Andrew.
Guys are on the road, who jerks off the most?
Who jerks off the most? These are Andrew questions.
Greg, do you know the way
Who's a virgin and who jerks off the most? Andrew, did you get Perry these questions?
to San Jose?
I wasn't even born then.
What's your favorite strip club?
Sure.
Anybody have any topics they'd like to bring up?
And then he's asking for topics, Scott. Holy shit. Well, there you go. If you want to see more of those antics, you know where to tune in tonight. It happens at 4 Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern time on Perry Caravello Live, folks. Hey, look, I noticed they were playing the Rock You Like a Horoscope, Rock You Like a Hurricane theme in the background. Why don't I play some of the fun songs from Chris Popke as we wind up this segment of Perry Caravello Live? Well, Perry Talk is what we're doing here in the middle of the day. Thank you, Chris Popke. It's not allowed.
Not allowed.
Maybe at 4 o'clock.
Not allowed. Not allowed.
Later, maybe?
There'll never be allowed in my home. Ever, 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 ever allowed in that door or that door.
You're not allowed here. I know you're saying. You can kiss my motherfucking ass. You fucking understand me? You're not fucking allowed here ever again. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You're not allowed here again. Fuck you.
Thank you for subscribing.
That dude sounds bananas to me.
I've got enough bananas in my home. And another banana that I don't need? I don't need them! I don't fucking need bananas! I got enough bananas! I don't want any more!
He likes bananas and he likes 7-Up.
I enjoy bananas.
We're going to leave you with this one, and then we're going to wrap up this segment and get on to Rock You Like a Horoscope, and then we're going to get sexy, and that's how we're going to finish up this episode of The Vibe. Right after this. I think Andrew was trying to hit that note. I hope you guys are trying to hit the note. Join us here next time when we bring you that fun segment we'd like to do in the middle of the day. That was Perry Talk.
Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk.
Well, that's what we just did, folks. We just did Perry Talk. I'll be hanging out with you guys in the chat tonight, seeing we've got any new web searches or what are the latest antics from Perry Caravello Live. Space Nerd is super excited, not only because she gave me 3011 pieces of juicy man meat content. That is exactly why she's excited. We're going to do that, Space Nerd, but you threw that out there first. But what I would like to do first is I would like to do the Soulful Horoscope Readings, because you know that we have to see what the stars have in mind for us on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the beginning and the middle of the end of the week, folks. So I'm going to ask you now to throw your astrological signs in the chat. We're going to do the ones for the boys on the screen and the ones that get thrown into the chat as I might make my way over to my horoscope reading studio and bring you Rock You Like a Horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope. Here I am, and there you are, and we are all here together. For the Soulful Horoscope Readings, I will go to my music and set the mood, the proper mood, with the Bow Chicky Wow Wow with the porn/horoscope reading music, and then I'm going to go over to the chat and see which ones I'm going to read. And then Andrew's going to give you a non sequitur. It's likely depressing. Yes, Andrew.
This fucking dude hasn't answered my PlayStation request. He hasn't answered me in about a month.
If you notice you have a PlayStation request pending from Andrew the Giant, would you please answer it so he doesn't interrupt my show to let me know that you haven't responded to it yet? All right, I'm going to go now to the chat, and I'm going to see what kind of ones in here. Oh, I'm not seeing any signs yet. PlayStation, that's not a sign. PlayStation is not a sign. Let me see. All right, I'm going to start off. Yes.
It's Vinny.
It's Vin. Oh, wait, doxing him? Does Vinny even have time to play video games? What's up, Vinny? You want to know any Vinny?
Yes.
All right. Well, Andrew, since you're on screen, I'm going to give you more stuff to complain about, and I'm going to do Pisces. This is for my friend Andrew the Giant and all the Pisces joining us today for the Monday reading of the Rock You Like a Horoscope.
Damn.
Let's see if we have any good news in here for you, Andrew, in the Pisces horoscope. So this is going to be for my friend Andrew and all the Pisces joining us today. Here comes the Monday Rock You Like a Horoscope reading. Hey, Pisces Andrew. Financial habits and routines and assumptions could require some review. You'll build more easily when you keep your money mindset updated and cleared out. Now, Andrew, dating might turn into networking or mentorship instead of romance. Uh-oh. That's for Andrew, and that's for all the Pisces joining us today. That was your Monday. As we acknowledge Annette checking in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. How you doing, Annette? Welcome to Monday, and welcome to The Vibe being co-streamed over there on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Cancer, for my friend Juggalette Jen, she says, please, for myself, Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick, and then she wants Aries for the husband. Well, you got it, Jen. Jen is almost single-handedly responsible with a peak hunt for expanding this family every day, so I'm going to read Cancer for her. For Scott Fitzpatrick, for Brian Clauder, and any other Cancers joining us today, here comes your Monday Rock You Like a Horoscope reading, Cancers. My Cancer friends, a desire to expand your horizons might not be something you can act on just yet. A subconscious anxiety could be a limitation if left unresolved. Clear mindset equals clear actions, Cancer. A money situation isn't a contest, so don't make it one. It's for Scott. It's for Juggalette Jen. It's for all the Cancers joining us today. It was your...
BF.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt the,
No, you're not. Go ahead.
Did you know there was an incident at the Ravens game where a fan got banned?
I know that someone shoved on DeAndre Hopkins after he scored a touchdown, and Lamar Jackson shoved the fan aggressively.
Who was in the wrong there, do you think?
I don't know. Who was in the wrong in the middle of the Soulful Horoscope readings? For the guy that got shoved last night, who was wrong? You were wrong, Andrew, for interrupting my segment. I'm moving on to Space Nerd, who Leo cups the Virgo balls. Andrew, we don't have an answer for you on that one, buddy, but I do have an answer for Leo. This is for Space Nerd and all the Leos joining us today. Like, it's Tiffany Washington here. Where are my other Leos? Well, whether you're here talking or not, here it comes. Leo, despite a focus on finances, don't make any money moves today. The stars aren't bringing good odds right now. Caution is wise in the workplace or otherwise out in the world, Leo. An abrupt misunderstanding could arise that could take some time to resolve. It's the first of two, and it's for all the Leos joining us today. That was your Wednesday. Now, I will gladly move on to Virgo right here from my friend Space Nerd, because it is the second of two for her. I happen to be a Virgo, so this is going to apply for me and all the other Virgos joining us here today. The highlight is on human relationships, Virgo. And today is not the day to start a new one or make a romantic milestone. Wow. It sounds like just everybody's stars are telling them, look, just don't mix with people today. It's Monday. It's not a good thing. Right? Despite any intrusive thoughts, sit tight and make no big decisions or moves today, because poor stars don't lead to great outcomes. It's the second of two. It was for me and all the other Virgos joining us today. That was our... For Virgo. Electric Head Gino says, Andrew is listening like Perry does. Ask him to repeat. He certainly can. He does non sequiturs like Perry does. Cancer and Aries, please. Oh, I forgot Aries. I forgot the second one for Juggalette Jen. Well, how about it, Jen? I already did Cancer for you and Scott and all the other Cancers out here. So now I will move on for Phil the Aries for Jen. I'm sorry, Jen. I moved on and didn't double diff you. Aries, tap into your spiritual nature for grace. Then give it to someone or to your community from a full heart after you found your grace. Restless energies could drive you, but duty will probably call. A sudden knot around money shouldn't be picked at under today's poor stars. That is Aries for Juggalette Jen. It's the second of two. That was your Monday. Boo, Andrew, not during horrors. Not during what horror? A horoscope. She meant to say, good thing I don't have any money to mess with anyway today, she says. Well, that'll keep you safe from that. All right, while I wait for more to come up in the chat, I'm going to do the go around on the screen. Now, we already did Pisces for Andrew. We just did Cancer for Juggalette Jen and Scott and all the Cancers. I'm going to move on to Sagittarius/Vegetarius for my friend Bobby Nick right here and all the Vegetarians joining us today. Home might not feel like much of a refuge right now, Sagittarius. Time spent in the world is likely a better bet today. It's still not a day to initiate or meet someone. That's with everybody's horoscope. Wow. With today's new sub-zero universal stars. Wow. New knowledge could boost your confidence. It's for Bobby Nick. It's for all the Sagittarii joining us today. It's your Monday, sorry. I was got like a day ahead. Now we're getting it covered because we did Virgo for myself with the 2 that I did for Space Nerd. We did Pisces for Andrew. We did Cancer. We did Vegetarians for Bobby Nick. So I'm going to give last call in the chat because I think we kind of wrapped it up. We'll do them again Wednesday because we do them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm going to run the element. I'll take any last minute members that check in. If you're a member, I will always go back and read it. But for now, I'm going to wrap up that segment. That was the Monday edition of Rock You Like a Horoscope.
Rock you like a horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope.
Here I am. Ghostface checking in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel and simply says hello to everyone. Well, hello, Ghostface. If you're wondering what you're... There you go. Sounds like Andrew's familiar with you, and that's because you're watching on his channel. Well, Andrew hangs out with me during the day. Go ahead. Yeah, Scott, please.
I just noticed Andrew's face. Has that bully been punching you? Look at his... He's all beat up.
You've been picking your face? What's going on, Andrew?
Look at the camera, Andrew.
He's doing the hide thing because you pointed out something. He's doing the little thing where he thinks we don't notice that he's hiding, but he's hiding.
Put your head down a little bit. He's all beat up, man.
You look like you have like a rash or something there, Andrew. Maybe, or like Scott's saying, you look a little.
His nose and forehead.
Yeah, it's a rash.
You got diaper rash on your face again, Andrew?
Yeah, it's because he picks his asshole and then rubs it all over his face.
Oh, you're right. You got hemorrhoids on your face, Andrew. What's up? Well, that's very nice of Ghostface.
Booger hanging out of his nose too.
Oh no! Oh, it is. Oh boy! Oh boy! There you go. Scott has them powers of observation. You don't get away with anything around Scott. I appreciate Ghostface coming in and being positive right here, saying God bless you all, man. That's great, Coach Filler. Ghostface, get out. I'm saying too many words. We got stuff to get on with. All right, let's see. Welcome to the Vibe, man. We're about to do our sexy segments here on the Vibe. Andrew's co-streaming my show over there on Andrew the Giant 96.
I'm irritated right now.
And over here, when Andrew, in between Andrew being peppy and giving us always boosting our mood, I attempt to do a show and do segments right here. And one of them I'm going to do, one of the last two, is we like to hook up the ladies here on the Vibe. The Rage Booger says, it's a rage booger just flying out of his nose. No, what I was about to say, Andrew, is what we like to do here. We are lucky enough to have some great women like Space Nerd and Tiffany Washington, Juggalette Jen, and so many more that I'm not really thinking. Renee, Annette. Yes, go ahead.
Nerd, if you're here, I forgot to do this earlier.
Oh, it's a good time to do it because we're about to get sexy. So here goes. Go ahead, Andrew. Give it to him.
Nerd.
There you go. All right, now give him a little preview before this guy does it. You know that guy. Give him the preview, Andrew, and then we'll get sexy.
Hey, Nerd. Good afternoon, beautiful. I hope you're having a lovely day.
There you go. Doesn't get any sexier than that, or does it? Or does it? I think it does.
We got the booger hanging out of his nose.
That's right. You think that booger is juicy man meat? That's not the only juicy man meat I have for you. Here it comes.
Hey, get us on the rock, ladies, feel the heat. Juicy man meat. Beat up the
That's right. This is the segment for Andrew. I was getting ready to say for all the gay people, and Andrew was already up on the screen. So this is a segment not only just for the ladies, but it's for, hey, the gay guys or anybody that likes it. We don't judge here on the Vibe. Whatever floats your boat or finds your lost remote. But this is, in fact, we call it Juicy Man Meat. And this segment is just for the ladies, as it started out calling it, and the gay men right here. So let's get into your first piece of content. Now, like I said, she sent me 11:30 on Friday, guys, so I got to play some for her. This is for Space Nerd and for the gay guys and whoever else likes it. Here comes your first piece of Juicy Man Meat. And don't worry, guys, we're going to get bricked up immediately following this. That's stuff for the guys, too, is what I'm getting at. Here we go. BF, it's gay and it's got music, BF. I just want to know why you ain't going to work. Triple wave, couldn't weigh the love I got for the girl. And I just want to know why you ain't going to work. All right, that's enough of that. I played it twice.
I think he's got a dick in his pocket.
I thought he was just happy to see him. Spawn says, after Andrew licks that booger off, perhaps he'll also slosh around last night's dinner prior to his next nap of the day. Goddamn, Spawn. Goddamn, he says. All right, let's continue on here on the Vibe. I got some more content for you, and you can blame or thank the Space Nerd for this because she loads up my box, but you can too at bflive420@gmail.com. That is the reason I have all this stuff to show for you folks, because I'm highly heterosexual. I don't go and look out for this. Space Nerd provides it for you right here on the Vibe. Come on, that's AI. Come on. Space Nerd is having fun. She uses her own rating system, 8 out of 10, 3.6 stars. So you can do it that way. Or if you're a member, you can utilize the Juicy Man Meat emojis and give 1 to 5 if you like them too. Yes, Spawn, I'm sorry. Spawn, yes, I'm sorry. I need content. Because he says, Spawn says, BF, did one of my exes send you those photos of me for today's Man Meat edition? I feared that this would happen eventually. I'm sorry, Spawn. I do 3 hours of programming here a day. I need content, so sometimes you're just going to have to sacrifice yourself for the good of the show and the chat family right here. There you go. All the ladies in here, they're laughing and they're pleasant and they're having fun, and we provide them something right here on the Vibe because most of these shows are sausage parties. So I like to acknowledge, and whoa, that's a guy. Whoa, I got one of the girls ended up in the ladies folder here, guys. I got a butt in my face. Oh my goodness, let me see what I got here. I'll just slide that over to the bricked up, and I'll show that to you later. But now I'm going to show you the next piece.
Break it up.
Oh, now, you know what? I appreciate my big sister, and I love that she supports what I do here on the Vibe. But the one thing I could do without is having her put Juicy Man Meat in my folder, which I'm pretty sure. I got I'm definitely horrified because I'm like, oh my God, my sister sent this to me. See, so even family does it to me, folks. This is from my sister. Here's Juicy Man Meat. There we go. BF. Otis Redding's gonna sue you, BF. Enjoy a peanut butter cookie edible, says Stephanie Washington. Spawn is laughing, which is great. Yes, so take it. I don't know. All right, I don't know why my big sister had to send that to me. Probably because she knows I do 3 hours of content a day, and that one of the things that I do is I play something for my great faction of ladies that are part of my support group here on the Vibe. And I'm going to show you one more, ladies, of that. And I believe this one's also disconcertingly enough from my sister. So you don't have to be my sister to support the Vibe and to submit stuff here for this segment. You can send it to me at bflive420@gmail.com. Here comes your last piece, ladies, because I've had all I can take of this. I'm highly heterosexual. This is your last piece of Juicy Man Meat.
Juicy Man Meat.
Oh shit!
I hit that button. How'd you let it go?
I might try.
I was going for that.
I might try.
But
that was warm. That's hot.
Do what, sweet? Hold up. Andrew just said that the guy's doing the worm. It got guy's worm is hot. Scott, what did you hear?
That's what I heard too.
Wow.
I wish a girl was doing it though.
You didn't seem like you said that at the time. I gotta do my ab workouts like this. Yes. Black Velvet. Alana Miles of Black Velvet. She's a Canadian, Bobby Nick. You know that. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, that's enough of that. Bad enough I got to do a segment and watch it that my big sister sends it to me. Yes, sir.
You think AJ Lee can do that?
Oh my God, Andrew. Widow Killer you and Widow Killer are super excited that the wrestler AJ Lee, little sexy wrestler, is back in the WWE for the next couple of years.
For it.
Well, Andrew, I don't know if I'd ever get away with showing that because the WWE is highly aggressive, but you'll have to tune in next time that I do this segment that was just for the ladies. That was their juicy mammy. Hell yeah, we are having it and doing it, as Bobby Nick says. We're having a good day. And I'm going to remind you folks, typically this show is 3 hours. I think that's a pretty decent size show, 12 to 3. But you know what? A lot of times we're having too much fun. Sometimes, as Bob Levy says, we might be having three much fun. And I think we are officially having three much fun because we are officially into over. And 3 hours of vibing ain't enough. We over vibe, and that's what we're doing right now, folks. We're gonna hang around with you a little bit longer, and then when we come back, I'm gonna play this video right here, and we'll have a little fun right here. We'll play a little music video. Then, oh, holy shit! Somebody just who just goosed you, Andrew?
Andrew Likey.
I'm telling you, man. I just
what?
You know, I'm a pretty good fluent guy of Andrew, but I didn't get that one, Bobby Nick. I did not get that one.
What?
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me go to our private. You mean this is popping off in our chat? Let me see.
I don't see anything.
There ain't shit in there. It says, what the fuck? Andrew?
Oh, in the
LOL.
BF5 group chat.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to go over there because I saw some activity over there. Okay. That was the only other thing I think. What did she send? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got somebody, the producer extraordinaire, Stormy, is doing her thing backstage. Thank you, Stormy. She's always lurking and doing stuff. Let me, Jesus Christ. Look at this. Look. I don't know. I'm going to wait for the laughs to end so I can play it there, guys. I'm going to wait till Andrew's done having his little conniption over here. This is awesome. I gotta get a shot on this. Holy shit, Andrew! Bobby Nick, he's gotten goosed.
I know. Oh,
oh my God, he is so tickled with himself. We got to see what this video is that Andrew is laughing at. Holy shit! He's got that same look on his face. I can't imagine. Let's see what Stormy did. She got him doing something. Let's watch, folks. Oh, let me take I got to get the sound. Oh, sound was on. Let me go. Yeah.
Good afternoon, beautiful. I hope you're having a lovely day.
There you go. Yeah. All right, that's the first clip we have. Let me stop sharing that real quick because I don't know what the screen's going to do. Let me pull that down. And then she has another, I think there's another link in here. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, there's another link. Oh, wait a minute. Damn, she got this quick. She's pulling shit live. And Andrew, is this what you were laughing at?
Yeah.
Andrew, so Stormy just pulled this live. This is the worm comment from Andrew. Thank you, Stormy. Let's see what she got him doing because he is cackling his ass off. It must be a good one, folks. Hit that button. I'll just let it go.
Hi, boyfriend.
Let's go for that.
Hi, boyfriend.
But
that guy's warm. That's hot.
That guy's what? That guy's worm. That's hot. Andrew just said that the guy's doing the worm. That guy's worm is hot. Scott, what did you hear?
Oh, that's what I heard too.
Wow.
I wish a girl was doing it though.
You didn't seem like you said that at the time. He got caught saying that guy's worm is hot. I caught him, and Stormy has a clip for all eternity. So look to be hearing and seeing a lot of that clip coming up on all of the shows that Andrew does. Did you see that guy's worm? That was hot. Sweet Scorpio checks in and says, hey guys, love seeing Andrew smile. Well, why don't you guys hit it for her then, boys?
Okay.
Sweet Scorpio.
Yeah, Bobby Nick didn't even wait for Andrew to get done with his middle of his laugh and shit. He just hit the mark, hit the post. Stormy is laughing. She's up to her shit. Andrew, look, love your work, Stormy, on that clip pulling. That is the biggest. I've been podcasting with Andrew probably better part of 4-5 years now. That is the longest laugh I remember. Every continuous laugh I hear at him, Bobby. Laughing at himself.
Sure,
He's squealed. He usually does.
He sounded like a girl at one point there.
Yeah, he usually sounds like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Terry Nee says that shit is fire. You guys are awesome. Clip that laugh too. She did. Stormy. She's like hearing when that producer. She's like, oh my God, there's so much there. I just got to get all of that shit clipped. So now I'm gonna have to screen record that one with the good afternoon, beautiful. We got that for all time now. And then she's got the worm. That guy's worm. Look, that's pretty hot. Only here and only Andrew and only on the vibe, folks. Well, let's see.
Now you said no, Bobby Frank.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Slap that, Stormy.
I was pretty good last week about not repeating something that we were saying, Bobby Nick. But before we went off on that fun whole tangent, we're not done having fun around here. I'm just taking the noise out. Get line one, please. Okay, here's the fun music video that I was going to play in between, a little palate cleanser, and then we're going to go get semis and get bricked up together, guys. But let's have a little fun. Let's play a little ditty right here.
I'm feeling my bowel move.
I'm going to smoke during this one.
And you know it's too late when you realize what you have. And I'm driving back and I'm going fast. Keep my cheeks closed, it's broken. Just hold on, Dookie.
Hold on, Dookie.
Let's make it home. If I squeeze too tightly, I'll have to stop on the road. I'm gonna just focus on my breathing and hope the cops don't catch me speeding. So damn queasy, got one hand on my guts, like the third trimester. I felt something drop, and I'm driving back and I start to sweat, feel hot and cold, it's smoking. Just hold on, Dookie. Let's make it home.
We've all been in this spot.
I am squeezing tightly, swerving on the road. I'll try to stay calm and remain seated. I think my car may need a cleaning.
Hold on, Dookie, just till we get home. Bob, I think we've all in a situation where we've been having that race in our mind, haven't we? Just let me get home.
Okay, I gotta get out of here, folks.
All right, well, let's Andrew the Giant do his plugs real quick. Andrew the Giant, do last words and plugs while you get out of here, and I'll pull up your video.
Andrew the Giant 96
or something like words or something. Yeah.
on YouTube.
YouTube on YouTube. What is YouTube? YouTube.
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 Andrew the Giant 96. Instagram Aries95 and Facebook.
All right, well, Andrew's going to check out because it is 11 minutes after 3, so they're being look good to him. They didn't come snatch him out right away. But in between Andrew being laughing at guys' worms and stuff and living like a nose, you can see Andrew the Giant on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. That's where he has over 40,500 subscribers, and he plays. You'll see him playing his PlayStation, baseball, and stuff, maybe on the down low. And then for No Filter with Andrew and Friends, you got to check that out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when he hangs out with Bobby, Nick, Scott, and Two Joints, and Stormy's back pulling clips and doing her thing. It's the one and only Andrew the Giant. Look at that guy's worm. Famous last words, Andrew the Giant. We'll see you tomorrow, Andrew, hopefully. All right, buddy? Peace and love, peace and love. Andrew the Giant steps out of the vibe, and we continue on, Andrew. I went in a solo. I'm trying to get you out. Trying to kick you out. I ain't trying to make you solo. I'm trying to get you out of here. I'm trying to get this out of studio, and I'm trying to continue on with our last segment, having fun here on the day. That's our boy, Andrew the Giant. Stormy is still busy throwing stuff in our thing. Wait a minute. She's got another one now. He must be really saying... Oh, wait a minute. She got me, too. Wait a minute, Bobby Nick. I think she got me, bro. She got me. She got me. Holy shit. Wait a minute. That guy's worm, look, that's pretty hot. 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 And she looped it. That guy's worm, look. You can loop Andrews, too, there, Stormy. Well, I gotta put that on my board now. That's pretty hot. That guy's worm, look, that's pretty hot. Oh, my shit. Well, Jesus. Oh, my God. Here we go. Let's see. What was that one? It's almost as bad as this one.
I don't know. I don't know how vaginas work.
See, we just say stuff, and that's how we get clips like that. So there's my clip, and there's Stormy. That's the fun we're having in the midday. We're over vibing, folks, but I got one more thing for you. Got him, she says, proud of herself. Frisco says 2 joints, and the fun continues. I got one more segment for us all, guys. So let's do it. This is our turn. Andrew.
Oh, my God. The dog just vomited in my bedroom. I got to go.
Oh, my God. The dog. Oh, my God.
God.
Oh,
and he didn't even use this excuse. Stormy, so your dog threw up in the room. Oh, no, it's your dog all of a sudden. When the dog gets sick, it's your dog.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Wait a minute. Terry Nee says he heard that. All right, Scott Fitzpatrick. Let Scott check out. He checked the fuck out real quick too. Like Andrew's like backstage, like laughing at him. Like he ain't checked out yet. Like they're like, they ain't come to get me yet. I'm stuck here. All right, there you go. Stormy says she's not home. LOL.
Oh no.
Look, Terry Nee saying Stormy and got the puke emoji right here. Well, I'm guessing you're gonna see how well that Scott did cleaning that up when you do get home. The dog must have ate a bad frog. Probably. You're right, 2 joints, and that is so graphic. I don't really want to show those fun videos on here, but yes, let's just say that those dogs are quite the hunting dogs, if you will, and anything that moves, they pursue it, and they get it many times. Better stop encouraging them to eat frogs. I'm not sure. Do you think he's really encouraging that, Stormy? Because they seem like they have that. Now, I guarantee you that Scott's not out there going, "Hey, don't do that." Scott's definitely not telling them not to do that.
Yeah.
Scott, just put a mat over it until Stormy gets home. Kind of what Terry Nee is suggesting. Well, we'll see how the whole puke situation turned out tomorrow when hopefully Scott joins us again. And we do have some fun content for Scott's hole and some random clips that we can play. So we'll do that kind of fun stuff tomorrow. But I like Scott to be here when we do that. Plus, we're already 15 minutes into over vibe, folks. So the over vibe we're going to do, I'm going to leave you with the last piece for us because I can't leave us guys hanging, and I can't leave all the panic, the Andrew Worm comment out there. It is worm. That's hot. I said it again. Son of a bitch. Let me just start the segment and let's get bricked up, guys. Come on.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some bull, keep me up all night. Counting through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. Yeah, the pushing and meet you, that's will. But I'm in full view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
That's right, folks. No weirdos like Andrew around talking about guys' worms, and I'm not going to say it again. We're going to get bricked up here, right here on the vibe. We got no Andrew backstage. We got no Scott backstage, but we're still lucky enough to have Bobby Nick. He's going to tell you when we're done this segment and we wrap up the show, he's going to tell you where he's going to be having fun after tonight's show that we're going to have. But right now, we're having fun getting bricked up right here on the vibe. Let me pull up my... Whoa, somebody keeps sending me the same one of the woman's titties in the boat. That's a repeat, guys. But I appreciate you guys sending me the content at bflive420@gmail.com. Like people like Brutal Pain and many of you other guys send me some stuff. So here is the next piece of content. Well, actually, should I say the first piece for our segment, guys? And Andrew, there's going to be no worms not looking hot here. No hot worms here. Let's play some tennis, Bobby Nick. Look at those ass cheeks. There's almost something digitized about that jiggle, Bob.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I didn't look at it, but that almost looks like digitized jiggle. That doesn't look real right there, Bob. I'm calling AI on this one, bro.
It might be.
And I didn't think it was AI at first, but when you really look at the jiggle, they still can't do nature yet. There's some just weird clipping or shadowing of the jiggle. Terry Nee he says this is so disgusting. And Two Joints agrees with me that this is not real. I mean, I've had some women where you go, that's unreal, but this is literally unreal. That jiggle's fake, folk. Fake. Now, it might get the job done, fellas, but don't think that it's real. Those cheeks don't jiggle naturally, bro. Thank you, Two Joints, my ass jiggling ass streak expert here in the chat. Expert on ass streaks right here on the Vibe. That's what we're doing right now. Well, here's the one that accidentally, I might as well play it, since this one accidentally got put in the bricked up hopper, or in the juicy man meat hopper, should I say. This was over there, so I saved it, and I'll bring it to you right now. I have two hoppers. I have one for guy content and one for girl content. I don't know what Andrew's going to send me, but you can send me either at bflive420@gmail.com, and you might see it right here like this on the Vibe. Ass treats. All right, Terry, I'm sorry. Terry says, stop ruining this for us. It's all real. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. I should just leave it to your powers of perception. I shouldn't maybe interpret this for anyone. I'll leave it. She's putting in a load. She's handling my load of dishes. There you go. That's them ass treats. That was accidentally in the other folder, in the juicy man meat folder, but I bring it to you here in the bricked up segment where it belonged. I'm going to show two. Thank you. I'm going to show two more pieces of content. Whoa. And then we're going to continue on here. I had a good streak in my algorithm, folks, because like I said, I like to brag that I'm highly heterosexual. I don't care what you are. That's just what I am. And I got this showing up, Bobby Nick. Some days it's pickle videos. Well, boy, the other day it was these videos. Show the face, babe. All right, Terry, see, it's real. I got another one for us here, right here on the Bible. I'm going to slide my little marker down, and I'm going to move on to the next piece of content that I have. Oh, this is a good one. I'm going to end on this one. This is a good one to end on, Bobby Nick. And I don't know. Let me just see. This is a good one. Content. Content house. Oh, we could call this content. Hella over Vibe. Juggle at Jen knows. We are. I'm loving you too much today, Jen. Because you guys are awesome to me, giving me these gifted memberships and being like 25 to 30 of you hanging out most of the time. Some of you are in or out. But Bob, here's the last one I got, bro. Try to figure this one out.
My back, make it stacks, and then I'm strapped.
What doing?
She put a rubber band around them titties.
Damn.
She's strangulating them some bitches.
Ooh. Hey.
She got a little cockeyed nipple there going on that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
I wonder if any of that's real, because them nipples are awfully like big. They look permanent. Look, even Juggle at Jen's a woman, and she's like, what the fuck? I could have
like
saved that.
Huge lemons.
Yeah, let me squeeze your lemon. That's going to cut off circulation. For sure, man. Let me see. Spawn says, I'm highly heterosexual, especially for those very round heinies that some of the dames drag around. And put them groceries in that trunk, girl. Let's keep this. They're called Lululemons. Wrapping up a fun day of programming, and this fun segment brings up. I'm going to let that comment sit right where it is. Widow Killer says, I bet Wendy thinks that this woman is retarded. Scott, it's a miracle, bro, or a miracle bra. Well, there you go, folks. Well, Scott left to go clean up some puke, and we leave you bricked up, or at least I hope we did. That's some tiddly wrangling going on right there. Well, there you go. That's what I did for the guys. We did it for the girls, and we did it for the guys. What do you say we get on, and we're going to wrap up the show and let you know where the fun is happening once we do, in fact, wrap up the show. But that was the guy segment. That was bricked up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Thinking up the world, I'm watching her thrive. The apple pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
And I'm spent, folks. That's all I got for you today. At 23 minutes into hour number 4, or what is supposed to be only a 3-hour show, we're going to pull this fun train into the station. This has been Monday, and this has been BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 378. But don't think that we're done having fun with you guys here today. Widow Killer says, I've heard of guys doing something similar to their balls, and it makes mine hurt. Just thinking about it. I thought you said we were going to say, and it really hurts when I do it. You were going to be the guy. Well, yeah, Widow Killer. Yeah, can't do no on a playing around. You know, we can't take no gamesmanship or extra taps or hits to the junk down there. But I digress. I'm going to give you a little preview of what's coming up this Wednesday because I got something special happening here on the Vibe. For those of you who are out on the internet a lot, you might have noticed that Bob Levy had an interview by these people right here. They're from the Forum Celebrity Podcast, and it's Florence Carmela and James Patrick, and they are people that are interested in pop culture and entertainment. Bob, I think we could go over any topic with them. They like sports. They like wrestling. They like movies. It seemed like they like a lot of the similar stuff we like. They also like Howard Stern and Bob Levy. They do a lot of their shows right here on the Celebrity Forum Podcast. They do live on Twitter. They also have a YouTube page, and they interviewed Bob Levy. They did like a 25-minute interview with Bob. And because of that, I kind of made a connection with them. They like Howard Stern. They like Bob Levy and like some of the other stuff I mentioned. So this is just to let you know that this Wednesday, after we do the Chat Family Check-In, these two right here, Florence and James, are going to join us right here on BF Live The Vibe. They're going to be my guests. And we're going to talk about whatever. We'll probably talk about the new Howard Stern stuff that's popping off because they're Howard Stern fans. They're big into media culture. I just watched the interview they did today with the author of the Madden Summerall book that the movie that's coming out with Nicolas Cage is being based on, Bobby Nick. So they interviewed the author of that book. I watched that interview today. So check out Florence Carmela and James Patrick on the Forum Celebrity Podcast, and they'll be on here this Wednesday to talk about all matter of pop culture, Bob. And it should be really interesting trying to fit in like an interview. And if I know Andrew's going to be here just because I'm going to be trying to get words out of my mouth, buddy. That should be fun. Yeah. So I hope everybody joins us for that. And like I said, hopefully, Bob, I know that a lot of times when I have a guest on, I hope you stick around if you want to or not. And if you don't think you have time to jump in with stuff or whatever, we'll figure it out as we go. But they're going to be here Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to that because, like I said, we'll talk about the Howard Stern. We could talk about the Philly girl. We can talk about the upcoming Madden Summerall movie and whatever you guys want to talk about pop culture-wise. So let's do all that. But right now, we're going to pull this train into the station by turning it over to Bobby Nick now. Now, you guys want to keep having fun and hang out with us or Bobby Nick? He's going to tell you about the shows he knows about he's going to be doing later on tonight and maybe some other stuff after that. Bobby Nick, tell us what you want to tell us. Come on.
Well, guys, tonight you just need to go over to @BobbyNick1978 and join us at 7 p.m. Eastern when we do the Lunatic Lounge. So fuck yeah. We'll be chilling there. And then after that at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, We'll be doing Late Night with Bobby Nick.
There you go.
So there you go. There you go.
There's always something going on. What about our girl Wendy? I've seen her popping up doing shows recently.
Yeah, you never know. She might do something.
You never know. And that's the whole thing, folks. Like I always tell you, he told you about the ones that he thinks he knows about, but there's probably a good chance that Nick will probably do at least double that amount of shows later on today and tonight. But if you want to catch him, you can catch him at Bobby Nick 1978 right here on the YouTube and under the Bobby Nick Show right there on Rumble. And if you can't type all of these, all of the stuff has been running throughout the chat throughout the entirety of the show, folks. Now, as far as me, it's Monday, so I enjoyed throwing this show down for you. Shout out to the 25 cool people that are still in here. Join us here every day, Monday through Friday, folks, because this is what we do. 3 hours plus of fun and positive vibes, fun sound bites, videos, and segment. This is what we do. No politics, more than gossip, an actual show with fun people and fun segments. This has been BF Live The Vibe. So join me here every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3 East. Maybe even after that. I'll see all my friends later on tonight at 7 o'clock East in the Perry Caravella live chat. I'll be checking out Monday Night PCL, so maybe I'll see some of you there. And maybe I'll see some of you in some of the other show chats later on tonight. But if not, I definitely will see you the next time I see you, because we're going to leave, folks. And right now, I'm going to wrap up because Scott says the dog ate the solids. Oh, that's right. The dog will give you a great assist because he said earlier than that, he said, he says, I'm going to get sick. So there you got that going on. I waited a long time to do that joke on here, says Widow Killer. Says Widow Killer about that. I see OJ, and he's going live in 30 minutes. Oh, let's see. All right. I want to thank Juggalette Jen and everybody that checked in. JFK Head Chunk caught that one.
Nice.
This is so much fun, guys. I'll see you in the PCL chat tonight. Maybe I'll see you in the chat of one of Bobby Nick's shows when I'm sitting here prepping tomorrow's show. BF Live The Vibe 378, folks. So for Andrew the Giant, for Scott, who's currently cleaning up dog puke, Bobby Nick and all the like, peace and love. And like we say around here, folks, on The Vibe, we don't really say bye. We just say bye for now because we know we're going to see you. And we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Peace and love, and have a great day as I find my show ending to play for you. Thank you, Bobby Nick, for joining us today. Peace and love, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in PCL chat. Check out Bobby Nick later on tonight, and check us out every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3 East, right here on The Vibe. Bye. Bye for now, and peace and love. We out. Later, folks.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason, fucking Bobby's fucking money, Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Chat family.